All right, peace and blessings, man. Welcome to the debate coliseum. We're gonna skip the music today and get straight to the business. I tried to start this up like 5 minutes ago, and I couldn't stop the intro music, and I put something. I don't know what's going on. We're supposed to be having a debate tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Chassad versus King J. What is the meaning of L in the Bible? Both of these young brothers signed up for the debate yesterday. So, I'm here waiting. They know they're supposed to be here. But in the meantime, we can talk for a minute. Check out the show we got going on tomorrow. Professor Jabari and Tahuti sit down. Kind of. But yeah, man, peace and blessings, man. Welcome to the Coliseum. I've been going in, trying to get these shows out to you, trying to set up the debates, great discussions. Hopefully it leads to debates. King J, Chassad, we calling you out, man. Where y'all at, bro? You talk the talk. We ready to see if you can walk the walk. Ready to see if you can walk the walk. Let me put the link in the chat. Let me create the link so these two young fighters can get in here. Any other time when it was a panel, y'all up here. Hey, Marquise, yeah. Hey, shout out to the Lions Den, JJ7KTV, HOK. Hold up. Let me put the link in here, man. We ready to see a debate. Y'all said y'all gonna get in here. Just we ready to see. But in the meantime, I guess I'll get back to the information with let me there go the link. Right here. StreamYard. Excuse that. Oh, I didn't see the link. It's right there. So what we'll do, we'll get into this video until these guys get up here, man. I don't know, man. The debate scene just ain't the same like it used to be, y'all. You hear me? It's a different breed of debaters. But I tell you what, we gonna play another KOT song. We'll play this song to these. Give them 5 minutes to get in here. Shout out to KOT. He made music for a couple of songs over here. Step into the Coliseum. He also made a song. Before he. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hey, we got an APB out on King J and Chassad. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody seen these two guys? We don't want to get, jump ahead of ourselves and put them on a milk carton, things of that nature. But if you see these guys, tell them they're supposed to be in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, man. Yeah, the debate game ain't the same, man. Shit, when I was debating, I was in the back chat 30, 45 minutes early. You hear me? 30, 45 minutes early. I don't know these younger debaters. I don't know, what's going on with them, But I like to add this to the stage. Okay, here we go. Oh, there go. All right, hold up, Chassad. He here. See, he be picking around. Let's play this. King J.
That kid jumping, been through that fight across that water, understand. So I put my trust in God, and they ain't being done. We do the harder, man, yeah, kill some. They put the blame some. We got that gin jumping. Been through that fire, cross that wire, 100 hands. So I put my trust in y'all, and ain't no fear. None. We know the heart of a man, he ain't kill some. We got that gin jumping, that we put 12s on this, say they smoke, then they bailing on this, they get the heart, the scared on me. Can't they 7,000 TVs on me? When they see them, they don't want it. Let's educate the people. Okay, father and mother, you been down like sister, you been in love like brother. Step in that night you been, you might get some trouble. I'm like, they in the fire, but I still bring the muscle. I you with my demons had to touch. The spirit told me that made me put my trust in. Never need me alone and leave me trusting. If I fall with daddy, be my crutches. Teaching me ladies, reaching me ladies, trying to get at them hearts, baby, asking who gon' fit in. I'm stuck. I am. They want some blame, so we got that kid jumping. Been through that fight, it cost that wire, understand? So I put my trust in y'all, and I ain't being nothing. We know the heart of man, he'll kill some. They want some blame, so we got that kid jumping. Been through that fight, it cost that wire, understand? So I put my trust in y'all, and ain't no being nothing. We know the heart of a man, he'll kill some. Remember that jam for the time, but not go young. Protect them girls by that girl. Don't go. Who teach you about some other guy? Don't go. I walk with the spirit in me. I don't know. But I'm on the people, never fearing no evil. When you go into pain, you feel it just like we do. On the glory we do. On the love that we know. The blue school, we get it back. You raise a hero. You take the sauce and try to get pain to the father. It's so many percent. So don't be the bother. I got them shooters with me. They don't be none of scripture. Reflection on the face. I think you get the picture. You stepping on the items, so you don't get the issue. We're called by the bird, but I'm still vicious. Just they should have got the TV, got the handle in it. Time to handle this. They want the blame, so we got that kid jumping. Been through that fight, it cost that wire. Understand, so I put my trust in y'all, and I ain't being none. We know the heart of man, he'll kill some. They want the blame, so we got that kid jumping. Been through that fight, you cross that wire, 100 hands. So I put my trust in y'all, and ain't no being none. We know the heart of a man, he'll kill some.
Yeah. Come on in. You got Ghostbuster Predators in the building. My name is JJ7000, the most free debater. Get out your feelings. All right. Shout out to KOT for making that video for me a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. All right, let's get it in, man. I see the competitors in the back chat. Hold up. One. What the hell going on? What the heck's going on? Hey, young lion, where this guy at, man? What happened to that boy? Go ahead, young.
I don't know, man.
Talk your parables.
They be saying they want the smoke, man. I'm telling them they don't really want it. They don't really want the smoke.
Man. Yeah, I mean, had you standing up, getting ready. I know you was already ready, but I mean, hey, what's going on, King J? What's going on?
This ain't even the bit I had to really plan for, bro. This is information I've already been over.
Teach, man, come on, man. Hey, they say you too cold for King J, man. You got your supporters out there, man. You hear me? Hey, Afro Nation, peace to you, man. Afro Nation, I know you was the one behind the scenes doing some of that good music. Peace and blessings to both of y'all. I think it's two of them. But I'm gonna let you get the floor, man. This you. This your show. This your show, family.
And I just
you ran
really
about the building.
I really just came up for the smoke, man. I just you know, I don't play too many games, man. You speak on my guy, you speak on me, man. I pop up. So
hey, Chassad, you know what, man? Hey, you growing on me, man. I fucks with you. Excuse me. I rocks with you, man. I rocks with you. Anytime you get the testosterone fortitude to come up against the GOAT. And then I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I see what you did yesterday. I said, okay, I might have had a little problem with a couple of questions. But I had been prepared for this. I ain't gonna lie to you. And all in all, I probably would have won, but hey, you are a formidable opponent. I gotta give you that, man. I'm giving you your flowers early, man. So go ahead and talk your talk. This is a victory by default. You 1-1 now. You 1-1. You 1-1. Go ahead and speak your speech, family. You 1-1. Look, I take victories by default. Go ahead. You 1-1.
Well, I appreciate you for, the flowers you gave. I'm really 2-0, but I'm really 2-0. I'm really 2-0 based on the information.
That's how I be feeling too. Go ahead, man.
I'm really 2-0 based on information. If you want to say based off the polls, you can go based off the polls. But I'm an information debater. See, typically, I'm not a performer. I'm not a personality. I just present facts. I just present scholarship. So, I see y'all don't just beat you over the head with info. Y'all want me to turn up on somebody. So I see that's what I gotta do.
You done counted your eggs in the basket too soon. Wait a minute.
I was hoping he showed. I actually don't want to win by default. I was hoping you showed.
Yeah, I could. Hey, I was gonna go to the button, but last time I got stuck. I got stuck in the introduction fooling with the buttons.
I did it
I'm
for
gonna
you,
stay away
baby.
from all that.
There
you go.
Talk too quick,
Right.
Chaz.
When you late, you late. I would talk my talk too.
He's still finna get beat. I don't care what you're talking about.
I don't think so.
Of course you don't think so because you anti-Bible.
No, I ain't.
Okay. So when after the debate, Suntan, I want you to come up and I want you to talk the sources. I'm not talking about Google sources. I'm talking about PhD work where you can find footnotes and stuff. We're going to talk about that, Elder, okay? We're not going to talk about none of that BS because someone Googling something isn't a source. It must require...
Okay, Chad. Okay.
So you at the end of this debate, Elder, I want you to come up here and I want you to count who's showing the most sources, whose sources are more precise.
Hold on, let me get my pen.
Argument.
Yes, sir.
And whose sources
pen and paper ready.
Whose sources are debunking who?
I'm on you.
Right, and the last one is who's agreeing with whose sources.
Okay.
We already several times. King Jaden already agreed with my sources, so I already know he's gonna agree with me and then turn around and disagree with me after agreeing with me. Asar do it, and he do it all the time.
We about to see because I got my pen and paper, baby, and I'm not biased.
Yeah.
I know you're a good researcher,
ladies and gentlemen.
But King J just is good. Go ahead, baby.
He talking a lot.
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, discussion. Excuse me, not discussion champ. You the Coliseum Elder champion. I think this is gonna be a good match.
I do too.
So what we have to do? We're gonna give y'all a 3-minute opening. State your case, right? And then we're gonna go 3 10-minute rounds, right? But after each 10-minute round, you get a
10 minutes. Okay.
Hey, listen, 3 10-minute rounds, and after each 10-minute round, you get a 5-minute rebuttal for each of y'all for the round. Then you go back into your 10. All right, so actually you're getting 15. All right. Then after that, y'all gonna put each other on the hot seat for what? How many minutes, Elder Suntan? 5 or 10?
5.
No, let's do 10. I like the back and forth the most. That's the best part, man. We gotta do it minimum 10 to 15, man. Come on.
10.
Right,
We don't want to be too long.
Out. Yeah.
10 good.
Now we're gonna be all night. This is a battle of the young titans.
That's right.
And then after that, that's right. And then after that, 3-minute closing. Right, yeah, there you go. And then we'll go to no, we ain't gotta go to the audience. We just gonna this gonna be one. This gonna be one for the record books where people could just talk about it. Well, I thought Chassad won. I thought King J won.
Hold on. My digger. They're gonna have to have a 2-minute rebuttal as well. Right after they 1 10-minute, they gotta have a 2-minute rebuttal.
That's what I told them. They get a 5-minute rebuttal. You don't give them
5 minutes. Okay. Well,
yeah.
that.
Yeah. All right. So the title of this debate, ladies and gentlemen, is what is the meaning of El in the Bible? Or should I change it to how y'all said it? I actually forgot how y'all put it. Was that about this? Because that could kind of throw some things off. But I think it was did Yahweh take the epithets of El? There you go. So being that said, we're gonna let King J go first to start off with his a 3-minute introduction. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, JJ. Me and him never argue if Yahweh took epithets. That was never a title. It was he merged with El.
Okay.
That was the title. Merged.
Okay, there you go. Okay, all right, my fault. The Yahweh merged with El. My fault. There you go. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The first debate that I've been running. We're gonna have King J go first.
All right.
Go ahead. So let's get him on. Hey, El Sunshine, you gonna keep the time? Can you keep the time?
I can. Hold on. You coming? He's starting off at what? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 3-minute opening.
3-minute opening.
Yeah, 3-minute
opening. Let me set my thing.
All right. And let the brother King J know when it's time to speak.
Yeah, I let him know when he's down to 10 seconds. Then I let him know.
And then you can share my screen, JJ.
You break out the screen in your 3 minutes, but
the time gonna start when you start. 3-minute opening.
There you go. So as you start talking, the time start.
Time start when you start.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, so basically, hit that like, share, subscribe. Go ahead.
So basically, we're talking about the synchronism and assimilation of the Midianite deity Yahweh into the Canaanite god El. I'm going to be showing assimilation. I'm going to be showing synchronism. I'm going to be showing pantheon reduction. I'm going to be showing how the Transjordan deity made its way into the land of Canaan. I'm going to show the mechanism, and it's not gonna. He might not make it past the first slide. So let's go.
You still got 2 minutes. You want to go right into your 10?
After my 3, does he have a 3 right after mine, or how's that go?
Well, you got to
hold up, y'all. He got 3 minutes open at 10, and then the other brother, Chassad, got 3 minutes to open. Then
he still got 2:11 left.
Minutes. He's gonna go into 10 minutes, right? And then once he gets 10 minutes, the brother Chassad got 5 minutes to rebuttal, and then he's gonna get into his first round. After his first round, he comes back, King J, with 5-minute rebuttal, and then to his second round. That's good.
Okay.
King J, you still got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes and 11 seconds, King J.
Okay. Like I said, I'm going to show the synchronism and assimilation of the Midianite deity.
Hold on. Let me start your time.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm yielding the rest of my. I'm yielding the rest of my.
You gonna yield the rest of your time?
Hold on. Wait a minute. We gotta be more organized. Okay, now listen.
He can yield if he want to.
You yield 3 minutes that fast? Okay.
Yeah, he yielding the rest of his time. So
this is my opening. So I'm just that was my initial opening. So I have a PowerPoint.
That's fine.
So
that's fine. Chassad, you got 3 minutes. I'll let you know when your 3 minutes is up or when to get close to it, okay? Just 1 second. Let me get back to the clock. And I'll let you know when it's time to start. All right, Kazar. Just 1 second. Ho. We had it going good, JJ. I mean, you messed me up there. All right, you ready? You start.
Gone. So, as in with all debates, man, I want to start off by giving all praise to the Most High, man. We already know where he finna go. He finna go to a whole bunch of misinterpreted texts. He's not going to show anything. He's going to be in a completely wrong chronology for the Israelites. He's going to misrepresent archaeology. We're going to be proven through the scriptures, through archaeology, and through history that the Israelites always worship Yahweh and always did. El is not even a god to the Israelites. Once again, El is not even a god to the Israelites. The word El in Hebrew is not even pronounced El, but we're not here to argue pronunciation. Just as in other cultures, in Akkadian, in Ammonites, in Amorites, in all of those cultures where the word El is related to, all of those people don't have a deity named El, and neither do the Israelites. That's just point blank, period. You can't get around the definition of the word. So that's going to be my first question already. How do you deal with the definition of the Hebrew word El? Literally being a generic term for God. I'm done.
All right. You had more time left. So King J, it's on you to start. You get 10 minutes. Let me set the clock.
All right. Do you want to share your screen, King J, or what we got?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right. Your time start when you start talking.
I think he wants to share his screen. Do you want to share your screen?
You got to do that.
Yeah. I was talking to King J, Elder. Okay. Your time start when you start
when
talking.
he start talking.
Let's go. All right. So this is a presentation by King
Time
J.
started.
I'll be showing the synchronism and assimilation of the Midianite deity Yahweh into the Canaanite god El. So, key terms and academic method that I'll be using. I'll be showing synchronism through assimilation, the fusion and blending of distinct religious beliefs, Yahweh acquiring the titles of El. The second one I'll be using will be pantheon reduction. I'll be showing the systematic downgrading of former gods as in Beni El to the lesser beings and as in angels and demons. I'll be using textual criticism as well. This method used to recover the oldest readings as the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Septuagint, that actually will show Israel's pre-monotheistic beliefs. I will be using Northwest Semitic languages to show that it's a family including the Ugaritic and Hebrew as far as showing theophoric names. Here we go with the Melchizedek's narrative, right? In this, I'll be showing literary synchronism, right? So we're using the story of Melchizedek, King of Salem. Biblical reference is Genesis 14, 18 through 20. It's a powerful example of literary synchronism. Melchizedek is identified as a priest of El Elyon, God of the Most High, which we know is a supreme Canaanite deity. When Melchizedek blesses Abraham, the text immediately ties the two names together. The blessing states that El Elyon is the one who delivered Abraham's enemy. And then Abraham gives a tithe of the priest to El Elyon. This is the emerging point where we're going to see as well as Yahweh and El meet in part of the assimilation. The text makes a conscious decision to equate the two. The universal supreme God of El Elyon is the very same deity as a specific covenant God of Abraham Yahweh. So linguistically, we're showing the dual nature of El. The Northwest Semitic language itself provided the most seamless way for this change to happen as far as the assimilation. The term El functioned as both a proper name, referring to the Canaanite god El, and a common noun, referring to any god. This is a point of contention that I think the brother errors at. when he's not aware that in Northwest Semitic languages, this dual function is a common practice in all of them, not just Ugarit, in everyone, in the Hebrew, in the Ugarit, in the Akkadian. They all work as a dual function, as a proper noun and a common noun, right? So ease of absorption. Because of this linguistic ambiguity, Israelite theologians could easily apply El supreme universal title, the epitaph, like El Elon, to Yahweh without explicitly saying we are worshiping the Canaanite deity. They are simply using the established, most authoritative term for God. Here we go. Next slide. The divine assembly in Deuteronomy 32:8. This evidence relies on textual criticism to reveal the original hierarchy in the oldest layer of Israelite tradition, the high God's authority. The oldest reading of Deuteronomy 32:8, preserved in the Dead Sea Scrolls in the Greek Septuagint, shows the supreme authority of El Elyon, God Most High, in charge of the cosmos. When El Elyon, God of the Most High, gives his nations their inheritance, he sets boundaries for the people according to the number of the sons of God, Ben Elyon. This verse reflects the exact Ugaritic council structure where El portions out the world to his junior deities, the sons of God, where El Elyon, God Most High, gave the nations their inheritance. He sets boundaries for the peoples according to the numbers of El Elyon. So this is the Ugaritic text. This is the Septuagint, and this is the Dead Sea Scrolls. The only one who gives a counter reading to this is the Masoretic text, right? This verse reflects the exact Ugaritic council structure where El portions out the world to his junior deities, the sons of God. Yahweh's original place. The very next verse confirms Yahweh's position within that structure. For the Lord Yahweh portion is his people. Jacob is his allotted heritage. Mind you, this is coming out of Deuteronomy 32 from the Masoretic text. For the Lord's Yahweh portion is his people. Jacob is his allotted heritage. Deuteronomy 32, verse 8. Conclusion. Yahweh is explicitly identified as a specific son of God, Ben Elyon, who received Israel's as his natural inheritance from the ultimate supreme authority. Keep in mind, that's Deuteronomy 32 from the Masoretic text. Ugaritic and Hebrew cognates. Here, I'll be showing that they're cognates of each other. So the significance of Elohim and Elohim. So Elohim is Ugaritic, Elohim is the Hebrew. The cognates Elohim from the Ugaritic, meaning gods, and Elohim, Hebrew, are crucial to understanding the transition away from polytheism. Elohim is a grammatically plural noun, but is also almost used in the Hebrew Bible with the singular verb when referring to Yahweh. So check this out. The Ugaritic, El, the concept is of a high God. We see the same cognate in the Hebrew, El. What does it say? The direct same shared name for the divine high God. Keep in mind, this is a proper noun. So when the brother errors in his statements and says that the Hebrews don't have a deity named El, well, he would be incorrect. Is El. So when in regards to the pantheon and the Ugaritic script, we see Elohim. We see Elohim. It means for a pantheon of God. The same cognate is in the Hebrew Elohim. We see the same thing when we go to the sons of God. Ben Elohim. Same cognate, Ugaritic in the Hebrew. When the brother brought up, I believe it was Judges 9 yesterday, 4. We see this same cognate in the word Barut, right? So we'll deal with this a little bit later in regards to the Baal Barut and the El Barut, but same cognate. So in regards to pantheon reduction, we're talking about the acquisition of ultimate authority, right? This is when a lesser deity takes control of the pantheon, right? To becomes the Elyon of the pantheon, right? And we'll show. I'm going to show how a deity does this by assimilation first, and once the God assimilates, then we go through the pantheon reduction. Yahweh began as a junior deity assigned to Israel, according to Deuteronomy 32. So keep in mind, in the Dead Sea Scrolls, in the Ugaritic script, it does not mention Yahweh as the
Got
son.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Okay, well, let me speed this up then. I got some more slides. We'll stay here. This talks about pantheon reduction, and how once Yahweh was recognized as the ultimate Elyon, he no longer needed to tolerate the existence of any of the gods. The demotion of Yahweh used his newly consolidated authority to demote the other gods. Let's see. Yahweh, the deity of the south, right? So we're dealing with the Midianite hypothesis. Yahweh originated in the Transjordan Arabian areas of south of Timon. I'll just jump straight to this verse just to give them something to ponder on. Habakkuk 3:13 says, God came from Timon, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Salah. His glories covered the heaven. Timon is the term meaning the south, often associated specifically with the region of Edom and Midian. This verse places Yahweh's origin explicitly in the south. It says, God came from Timon. Goes here to Deuteronomy 32, verse 2. The Lord came from Sinai and dawned over them from Seir. He shone forth from Mount Paran. So I'm in this slide, I'm showing the origin of Yahweh worship in Timon, which is Edom, which is in Edom.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Transmission. The worship of Yahweh was later transmitted to the Israelites, most famously through Moses. So I'm showing that the mechanism and the transmission of how Yahweh would have gotten from the Transjordan region into the Levant, into the Israelites, would have been through the mechanism of Moses via Jethro, the Midianite priest. But I'll yield there for that first 10 minutes.
All right, time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brother King J has just finished his first round. Let's go ahead and remove your screen. And we're going to let the young lion, Chassad, get up here and
5-minute rebuttal.
Yes, do his 5-minute rebuttal. And then he'll get into, and then once he got 5-minute rebuttal, let him know when his 10 minutes start.
Okay. Okay, I'll let him know right after the 5 minutes.
All right, fam.
Let me know when you're ready.
Let me know when you're ready.
You start, Kazar.
All right, just give me 1 second.
All right, take your time.
I'm just trying to pull up.
All right, everybody, hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. And hit that man Nick Miley Cash App. And if you two young brothers want to put y'all Cash App in there, Elder Suntan, put it in there. You know what I'm saying? We support each other. You know, we putting in the work. We're getting this information out. We edifying the body. So, don't hurt to help each other out. All right.
Right.
Yep, I'm just grabbing one.
Just let me know when you just say ready, and then I'll start your time.
Yeah, let them know. All right, we got another debate coming up. No, tomorrow we got this discussion going on right here. Professor Jabari versus Tahuti. Amon Ra Hotep. Amon Ra. Yeah, that's his whole name. Amon Ra Hotep Tahuti.
Right.
I think it'd be a great discussion. I think it'd be respectful. So y'all have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully Napar and Black Sage can figure out a date and time for what they got going on. And then, the big thing coming up here, Jabari's putting his title on the line versus Dr. Inky. So, okay, here we go. Let me remove this. Brother Chassad. Chassad is ready to do his 5-minute rebuttal.
Con. So the brother, you started my time, Elder Suntan?
As soon as you say you ready to go?
As soon as you start
As soon as I start speaking, you go ahead and start it.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all can see this screen. So the brother brought up Melchizedek, not knowing what the hell he talking about.
I'm a star.
First of all, Melchizedek isn't even a human. That's a mistranslation. It's supposed to say the king of peace. He doesn't even have human descendancy. You read Hebrews 7:1. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham returning from slaughter of the kings and blessed him, to whom also Abraham gave a 10th part of all. He's literally giving you the reaccountment of Genesis. First being interpreted king of righteousness, and after that also king of Salem, which is king of peace. This nigga think it's talking about the king of a Canaanite city named Salem. Nigga, is you slow? You don't get, oh my goodness, bro. I already told y'all he gonna go straight to misunderstandings. Verse 3: without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning of days nor end of life. This is not talking about an actual human being. Melchizedek is not an actual human being. Come on, bro. Stop it. It says, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually. It wasn't an actual human being. You see all throughout the time the patriarchs meet angelic entities. Melchizedek is one of those entities. The term king of Salem isn't to mean the king of a Canaanite city. It's in reference to the king of peace. Now, you brought up a couple things about Yahweh and team and stuff for that. First of all, we see Yahweh worship before the 8th century. What are you talking about? You went to the 8th century and you went into, once again, the Kudulit Adru, which I already debunked. Let me show this real quick. It says this. If on the other hand, y'all should see my screen, right? My screen should be sharing.
Second.
My
Not
screen
yet.
Sharing. I got it. Can you pause my time?
Yep, I paused it. Time paused. Mandinka, he trying to share his screen.
My
Mandinka
fault.
Molly, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, hold up, my fault. All right, here we go.
How much time do I have remaining?
You got 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
I have 2 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a 5-minute
So
rebuttal. Okay. Yeah. 5-minute rebuttal. My bad. All right. So yeah, you can
ready?
resume my time.
There you go.
Melchizedek just got knocked off the list. El and him coming from team. First of all, we see how worship prior to 8th century. We actually see it 12th century, and they already in Israel. You don't know what you're talking about, but we're gonna show those sources. It says this: if on the other hand, and this also is a source, Jewish culture between I believe it's the whole title is Jewish source between the canon and heresy by David Bayal. It says this: if on the other hand, Whippert is correct that the names mean God of the plane, the biblical author seems similarly unaware of any plane in which he dwells. There is no physical plane on the earth. The earth cannot contain the Most High Yahweh. He exists outside of heavens and earth. That's why he created the heavens and the earth. There is, you talking about he come from teaming, bro. That's not literal. He doesn't exist, or he don't come from an actual place on earth. So once again, you don't know what you're talking about. You misusing the text once again. And now let's get into let's show that Yahweh worship prior to even the 8th century. What you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Yahweh. Look, all right, you know what? I'm just show the sources. I ain't gotta keep talking, bro, because that's what y'all do. Y'all talk and make stuff up. We show the sources. Second of all, where was the source on the Ugaritic text? You said Ugaritic text and Deuteronomy. All we seen was Deuteronomy on the screen. You didn't show the Ugaritic text at all, right? But let's show this really quickly. Right, so source, we need that source. Show the Ugaritic text. Don't say what the Ugaritic text say. Actually show it. But yeah, this here is a scholarly paper right here. This is on the name Yahweh being mentioned in the Sinaitic inscriptions. Now, the Proto-Sinaitic inscriptions are Middle Kingdom inscriptions. Prior to when we say Middle Kingdom, we talking prior to Ramesses and all that. He talking about the Shashu and stuff. What are you talking about?
You got a minute left.
Yep. And this is just the rebuttal. The rebuttal.
That's right. That's it. Let's go.
Right here. We see it. It says Sinai 351, the God Yahweh with the name YHW at the foot of the shrine. Moshe equation of Yahweh with Ptah was based on the similarity of two gods. Unlike all the other Egyptian gods, Ptah was not an aspect of nature, but its creator, the creator of all things, including gods. Right? So the reason they're telling you, like, oh, the Israelites are using the image of Ptah because he's the God in Egypt outside of the nature, the actual elements. That's how our God is depicted. He's outside of heavens and earth. So what do you see right here? Actually, on the in the Proto-Sinaitic inscriptions, right? We actually see the name Yahweh in the text.
Time.
Khan, I just was waiting to get into my 10 minutes.
All right. Now, let me set it for you. One second. All right. Hold on. My bad.
You good.
All right. Your 10 will start when you start.
All right, my screen's still sharing, so you can just go.
Yeah, your screen's still sharing.
Yep, you can just go ahead and start that time right now. It says to question of Yahweh was, as the Bible claims, the God of Moses. Inscription Sinai 351 provides the answer. It is divided into two halves. The right half is occupied by an image of a god in the guise of an Egyptian god Ptah. He is standing in a shrine. The god is not, however, Ptah, for at the foot of the shrine, as in normal Egyptian practice to identify by name a god depicted in a text, drawing relief or sculpture, the god in the shrine and his name is Yahweh. This is prior to 8th century BCE. This is prior to what you showed. This is prior to the inscription that you see with Yahweh Ateman. Because guess what? We see contemporary inscriptions and it says that Yahweh is the God of Israel with the Meshe stele. What are you talking about, bro? This is what happens when we can get 3 rounds of just going minutes and we don't actually get the ability to just go ahead and knock somebody's head off with the lies they tell right then and there. Right? So once again, I want y'all to pay attention because this is a primary source again. This is dated to the late Bronze Age. What he showed is qualified as Iron Age in all chronologies, damn near. Whether you want to use new chronology, old chronology. 800 BCE is Iron Age. We're in the late Bronze Age. Let's go down. It says this. And this is written in Hebrew. This is the actual artifacts, right? It says this. You are cursed by the God Yahweh. Curse you will die. Curse you will surely die. Curse you are by Yahweh. Curse. Right now, let's get down to this definition down here, man, because it's very simple. The inscription not only tells you that El isn't a deity, but it is the word for deity. Bro, this will predate. If you want to stick to the scholarship, this would predate any actual biblical writing, right? His scholars put El being merged with Yahweh in the 8th century BCE. This predates all biblical writing by at least you would say 400 years, according to modern scholars, right? Why has El already been used as the word God for Yahweh if he was supposed to be merged on with the Canaanite god El? How can the usage of the word change when it's already in the culture, being used as the word God? That makes no sense. So they start off using it as the word God, and then 400 years later, they switch it to the name of the God. You don't even make sense in your argument, bro. It says this. The word El appears only in the first line. We're reading right here at the highlighted part. It says a first line in inner B in the words, by the God Yahweh. Here the term El is most likely employed as an appellative for deity to qualify the Israelite God. What was we talking about? Then you didn't answer my question. Once again, he's never going to answer my question. How do you get around the biblical definition of the word El? This isn't about Ugarit. This isn't about Egypt. This isn't about any of that. This is about the biblical definition of El. Can you show my screens of the suntan really quickly?
Brother JJ, I'll pause the time to your screen and show.
Yeah, I got you.
Your time is paused.
Screen share. There you go.
Once again, I gotta show this because he's not going to answer the question and he's not going to actually deal with the fact. How do you get around the fact that the Hebrew yep, it's supposed to start. How do you get around the fact that the Hebrew is defining the word as the common Semitic noun God? You cannot then apply a different definition onto the text. It's literally telling you it means strength as an adjective, mighty, especially the Almighty, but also use of any deity, God. That is the exact definition of the common Semitic noun. That's not the definition of it in Ugarit. And this is where he's failing to understand. El in Ugarit is actually the name of the God. That's not how it functions in the other Semitic texts. Gods can be called El. El is never their name. A God actually being called El is unattested in those texts. I'm not just going to talk. I'm finna show the screen. Share tab really quickly. It says this. Now, this is a group of Canaanites. You cannot get around this. This is the Canaanites themselves. This isn't Ugarites because you keep acting like the Canaanites are all together and all under one each other. No, there's different kings and shit of different cities. Let's keep reading. It says this. Examination of Theophorus elements in the Amorite Onomasticon shows that the element Il cannot represent the god El even in that tradition. They're literally telling you another group of Canaanites which has the word El in its theophoretic names and all throughout the text cannot represent the Canaanite god El. So why when we get to the Bible, it has to represent the Canaanite god El when the biblical text is telling you it's not doing that? Make that make sense. And once again, this is a source. I'm not just reading. This is from academia.edu, bro. This is an actual scholar's paper. Where is your information coming from? You said this the Ugarit text, didn't show Ugarit text. You said you read about Deuteronomy 32. How many times we got to keep going over this? Deuteronomy 32. No, I'm gonna go over that really quick. I want to share this while we on L. I want to share this really quickly. Make sure my screen sharing because I want to share this really quickly before I take your head off with the L with Deuteronomy 32. I'm gonna zoom in and make sure y'all can really see this because this is another source. Once again, we the one providing the sources. Oh my freaking god! It says this. We know that El was the name used by the patriarch to designate God. It is the oldest name applied to God since it only appears in those texts recognized as the oldest, except for where it is used anachronistically. Don't worry, we can deal with all this. We can deal with whether he want to argue Yahweh was inserted into the text. We can deal with all that. Don't worry. It says this. Nevertheless, it would be erroneous to assume that the patriarchs borrowed either the name or conception of El from the Canaanites. This is what he keeps asserting all day. Who were settled in Palestine on their arrival. Equally erroneous, it would be the assumption that the pantheon at Ugarit reflected the primitive religion of the Semites. This is what he keeps asserting, that Ugarit reflects the ancient religions of the people that settled in Canaan. That's incorrect. It says this. El was the name used by all Semitic peoples with the exception of the Ethiopians. Notice, if I pull up another source, it's going to keep repeating this. It's going to keep repeating the same shit that I'm saying. It says for God, and therefore would appear to go back to the time before Semites split into their various nations and tribes, i.e. to at least the 4th millennium. By the time of Ugarit, middle of the 2nd millennium, the nature of El, like that of other gods, had evolved considerably, even though he still remained the head of the pantheon. He's literally telling you the Semites use this word just for God. The Ugaritic people developed that word into the name of their God. That's how they use it. They changed the usage of it because we see with other Canaanites, they're still sticking to the Semitic root of the word. And notice, why are Canaanites speaking the Semitic language? Please tell me why. Please tell me why. Why are the Canaanites speaking the language of people that they're not even related to? You gotta. So can you answer at least one of these questions before we keep going? Now let's get into Deuteronomy 32 once again because I see niggas is not gonna let this argument go, and they keep on getting their head bust in this argument.
You had 2 minutes, y'all.
That's all I need is 2 minutes. That's all I need is 2 minutes. because niggas keep going to the same arguments, bro. I don't even have to get new information because I already researched the nonsense. This is talking about Deuteronomy 32, and it's specifically talking about the Qumran scroll. Stop. This ain't talking about the Masoretic text. The scholar, which is Michael Heiser, admits that the Masoretic text will take authority over the Masoretic text. The Qumran text will take authority over the Masoretic text. Let's read this right here. It says this. So El is never called Elyon in the Ugaritic text itself. But let's read this. It says this. It says Yahweh allotted the nations to the host of heavens and took Israel as his own inheritance. That's literally what the Hebrew says. Everyone zoom in right now. This is another source. This is another source. Don't make me pull up another source to say the same thing. It says Yahweh who allotted the nations to the host of heavens and who took Israel as his own inheritance. You're finished, bro. Stop going to Deuteronomy 32, bro. That is your weakest argument, and you keep going there. Pick something else. That shit is garbage. It's been garbage, and it's still garbage. Y'all had humble Chassad. Y'all had humble Chassad. Now y'all got beast Chassad, bro. I'm done playing with these niggas, bro. Step your scholarship up. I'm done, man. He can do whatever he want to do.
Oh, you can see, Joe. You got 16 seconds.
Man, step your scholarship up. That's my 16 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can see, yes. The debate coliseum is kicking off with a powerful debate tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe. Don't be shy to hit that Cash App. Hit the Young Brothers Cash App. Elder Santan, all the participants of the panel. We working hard up here. You hear me? Now, we're going to go ahead and let this brother get into his 5-minute rebuttal.
5-minute rebuttal, just
yes,
one.
sir, Chip. Yep.
Quick question, guys. I got a 5-minute rebuttal, and then I can go straight into my 10.
Yeah,
if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, so he'll tell you, when your 5 minutes is up. Then
I'm gonna kind of let it go like that because my rebuttal is not gonna be 5 minutes. But
okay. All right.
You can use your whole 15 minutes, bro. But
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. I did take notes in regards to what I wanted to.
So you're gonna go right into it right after your rebuttal, right?
So just give him 15 minutes.
That's what I did. That's what I just did.
All right, go ahead.
Ready? It starts when you start, King J.
Let's get it. Real quick, just on the rebuttal side, he mentioned Melchizedek not being real. The argument is not on the historicity of Melchizedek being real or not. I'm showing the introduction of the deity El, to Abraham. He has to show the
King
origin.
J, I hear a timer in your background. Pause this time. It's somebody.
Okay, just a second.
It's somebody.
Give me my
time.
Time is paused.
Yeah, that's JJ. All right, here we go. He has to show the origin.
Time resumed.
He has to show something. He has to actually get out of the Bible and show the origin of Yahweh. Whether it's going to be in the land of Canaan. If it's in the land of Canaan, he has to show and establish Yahweh worship in Canaan. If it's in Edom or Midian, he has to be able to show Yahweh worship in either one of those geographical locations. We're not just going to dance around in the Bible. What I did notice none of his sources are primary sources. At best, they're third to fourth hand sources, right? And they're outdated. I'm reading the bottom of his bibliography. They say 1931. So let's keep in mind his sources are over almost 100 years old. So in the world of scholarship, I think it's actually 4 years and it's outdated. So your sources, Chassad, that you're reading from are almost 100 years old. So you might want to step your scholarship up. And that may be the reason why you're coming to the faulty conclusions that you're coming to, right? You're using outdated 100-year-old sources, right? You mentioned Yahweh worship in Sarah B. El Kadim. That was definitely a rookie mistake. We played with Sarah B. El Kadim, right? So when we look at Sarah B, I'm off the dome with this. When we look at Sarah B. El Kadim, right, we find Balat worship. Balat is the Semitic deity that's worshipped at Sarah B. El Kadim, and we see the Balat Sphinx at Sarah B. El Kadim. We see simultaneous worship of the Egyptians with the Semitic priests at Sarah B. El Kadim, and we see the Semitic workers, mine workers that work out of the turquoise mines out of Sarah B. El Kadim. Right, that is the location for the Proto-Sinaitic script that you were referring to. Right, so you probably just didn't know the date. Right, so when we talk about the Ugarit script, that predates this. The Ugarit. So let me just jump into my share my screen, please.
Want me to pause it? Pause while you sharing your screen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to share that.
Yeah, but as soon as your screen pop up, I'll start your time.
Okay.
All right, hold up. I got it.
Yeah, it's just a little cognitive dissonance on his part, not comprehending a lot. That's really all it really is. But hold on, here we go.
Time resume.
So I'll start back where I left off. Pantheon reduction. Let me see. I'll jump around because I don't have time to do this whole audio slide. So let's see.
Rock around with days, man.
So we'll go to Yahweh as the Midianite deity in the south. So this is the Midianite hypothesis, right? So it states that Yahweh originating in the Transjordan Arabian region south of Timon. So Midian, as far as the lineage, Midian is a son of Abraham, according to Genesis 1-2, establishing the Midianites as a kindred tribe who were custodians of this early Yahweh tradition. This provides the context for Moses encountering Yahweh on Midianite territory in Mount Sinai. So when Moses leaves and goes to Midian, it gives you context why. Evidence of southern origins. The oldest poetry describes Yahweh coming from Seir and Edom and Mount Paran. Deuteronomy 32, Judges 5 shows the early function of Yahweh began as a warrior and a storm deity. So it shows that I am showing the southern origin of Yahweh. Yahweh originally being a deity in the south. I'm showing the transmission of Moses, who lived amongst the Midianites and encountered Yahweh there, of how we would have been able to brought Yahweh back to the Israelites in Egypt. The late introduction suggests Yahweh was one of the later deities absorbed into the Canaanite tradition, which initially. So the primary sources for the southern origin of Timon is I'm using Habakkuk 3:3:1. God came from Timon, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Timon is the meaning for the south. Edom, Midianite area. I'm using Deuteronomy 32 and 33:2. Yahweh introduced via Jethro to Moses. So Jethro's authority. Jethro is explicitly identified as the priest of Midian in Exodus 3:1, meaning he was the religious authority of his tribe, who were descendants of Abraham. The location. Moses encounters Jethro and crucially receives this revelation of Yahweh's name at Mount Sinai. This mountain is located in the Transjordan Midianite region, not Canaan. So we can see here in the map that I showed circled Midian is showing the distance from Canaan. So it's actually it's not the southern Levant, but it's showing the distance, right? And it's showing the actual location of these people, not Canaan. So showing Moses marries Jethro's daughter and stays with the Midianites. The tradition preserves Moses as being initiated into a deity, Yahweh, whose cult was already active and established in the Midianite sphere. So at this point, guys, there are no Israelites. Israelites don't exist, right? We will see it. My familiar Soleb inscription around 1450 BC. We see Shashu of Yahweh. We see Shashu of Reuben. We see Shir, and it's all. I'll go back to the map, and that's all in this area circle here where it says Midian at. That's where those tribes are. That's where those Israelite tribes are from, worshiping Yahweh. So here we go as far as El is concerned, some information, some indigenous Eucharist epitaphs in regards to El, the father of years, creator of gods, El of eternity. All these epitaphs are basically epitaphs that Yahweh will steal and absorb and assimilate into his own self. We jump around here. Theophoric names, right? This is the definition of theophoric names. A theophoric name incorporates a divine title like El and proves the integrity and shared religious vocabulary. The significance use of El in the name of the people of Israel itself equals El strives or rules, proves El's foundational status. So even in the name Israel, which is a theophoric name, you see the name of the deity El. We don't see the name of the deity Yahweh. This goes to prove that the worship of El in the land of Canaan was where that initiated from. So here we look over here linguistically, right? I'm showing linguistics, something that brother will not show you nothing linguistics. So let's keep in mind in regards to that. I'm showing the source, the Ugaritic epitaphs. I'm showing the Hebrew cognate as well. So when we look at El, we see Elu. We see the same in the Hebrew, El, both meaning Most High. So the significance and assimilation, it shows Yahweh assumes sovereign authority and legitimacy. We see El and the epitaph Olam, right? Olam meaning everlasting God. In the Hebrew, Yahweh assumes El's timeless primordial nature. So this is basically Yahweh stealing all of El's epitaphs. We look here at Baal as well. Yahweh steals Baal's epitaph. So this is the example of pantheon reduction, right? So first we see Yahweh assimilating, right? And then we see the pantheon reduction. He's stealing the deity's epitaphs.
There's something going on in the back. I'm gonna pause the time. What's going on?
How's that? We good.
All right. Resume time.
Some kids in the back. The existence of these cognates prove that the deities and the theological language were already similar across the region. This answers the brother's question. These are shared culture, paving the way for synchronism. Here are examples of theophoric names or elements containing Il or El found in both the Ugaritic texts that have direct Hebrew cognates, right? So keep in mind, these Ugaritic names are older than the Hebrew. So, for instance, the existence of these shared specific names confirms that Israelites were operating within a common culture and religious framework where the authority of El was usually universally recognized. And this is in the land of Canaan. Keep in mind, this is in regards to El. Ugaritic name, Daniel. Dan will be Dan Elu, right? This Hebrew cognate is Daniel, literally meaning El is my judge. We will look at the Ugaritic and which says Gabar Il, right? So I'm assuming Gabar and the Hebrew means strong. El means El is my strength. See
5 minutes. 5 minutes left.
Okay, good. So we see the same cognates in the Hebrew. We go down to in the plural as far as Elohim in the Ugaritic, right? We see the same Hebrew cognate in Elohim. It shows the plurality in the pantheon. So same thing. Israel, same cognate, same Ugaritic root. The critical text. I'm showing here the parallel of the Ugaritic, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Masoretic. I'm literally comparing it right in front of you. Key phrases: sons of God. It shows so what does it say? Shows the common Northwest Semitic conception of a pantheon ruled by El in the Ugaritic. We go to the Dead Sea Scrolls. It says confirms Yahweh was one of the many junior deities assigned their portion by the supreme El Eon. And later we see in the Masoretic, it says the later edit replaces the divine beings with the human nature to hide the older polyolithic structure. That's the Masoretic. So I've showed the mechanism, fusion, and demotion of Yahweh through the pantheon. So synchronism, assimilation. I'm speed rolling through this. So I only got a couple of minutes left. I do want to get to some good stuff. I do have some sources here at the bottom. I use Deuteronomy 32-8, Judges 9, Dead Sea Scrolls, Canaanite. He asked about the Ugarit script source that I use. As KTU, I believe 1 through 1.65, 1 through, and then it's listed all down there. I use Frank Moore, Midnight Hypothesis, all that. I do want to show some other things. So I have some extra slides, right? I have some Egyptian primary sources here. We see here in the Beni Hassan mural that they're referring to the Amun, right? These 19th century BC represent the earlier settled, established Asiatic Canaanite El worship. The Shashu and the Celeb inscription in the 14th century represents later nomadic Transjordan Yahweh worship. Keep in mind, these are two. So I'm gonna ask the brother later when he talks about these proto-Israelites, who is he referring to? Because there are several different tribes, right? And we only see Yahweh worship with one of these groups of tribes, and that's the Shashu. The other groups, if he's claiming the Amu, they will be in the Canaanite era and work with the El worship. So I do want to ask that brother that question, just while I'm talking. Synthesis and fusion model. These 3 points of evidence support Frank Moore's cross-fusion model by defining the two components.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, that's more than enough time. Let me take my time then. The problem: you have the powerful incoming warrior, God, Yahweh, from the Shashu, and the ancient authoritative patriarch El from the Amu, whose name is still attached to the people of Israel. The solution: fusion. For Yahweh to become the single supreme God of the settled nation, the incoming power, Yahweh had to fuse with the established authority El and take his titles. It's really simple. Pantheon reduction. I've talked about that in assimilation. Basically, Yahweh took all of El's epitaphs. He took Baal's epitaphs. Yeah, that's it. So I would want the brother to actually prove something, show a primary source, not hearsay, not an outdated source. I would actually like him to make sense when he does speak, because even the Proto-Trinity script he talked about would be closer to Edom, Midianite, than anything in Canaan. So I don't think he really has chronology on his side or any type of accurate information. But yeah, he has to prove something. I want him to show the origin of El, and I want him to show the origin of Yahweh.
All right. That is.
Well, you got 25 seconds. You can do it. 25 seconds. Do what you want with it.
Yeah.
You want to concede it, or you want to keep talking?
I do appreciate the brother. We still got some more. We still got it back and forth anyway. So yeah.
Yep, you got 11 seconds. So what you want to do? Just I'll let it run out. Just coming up for you for your 10 minutes.
So does he get a rebuttal, or is he going to?
Oh yeah. You want to do a 5-minute
bottom
rebuttal?
Of the second round. Oh no, bottom of the rebuttal. Yep, it's 5-minute rebuttal. Yep.
It starts when you start, Chassad.
Yep.
So I get 15 minutes total, right?
Oh yeah. Because you're gonna go right.
Yeah,
listen, Chassad. You're gonna go right from your rebuttal into your presentation, right?
Okay, just let me know when the 5 minutes stop, though. You get what I'm saying?
I will.
Let me know when you get to the 10 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna put you on 15, and I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Sunshine,
let me start when you start.
Can I answer this question to Babylon? Because I want people to know the topic of the debate is
whoa, King J. Come on, King J.
Come on, all right then.
This is the debate.
The audience want to know, Mandinka.
The topic is Chassad, tell him the exact topic, but King J, no, you can't ask. Your time was up, family. Come on, fam.
Right now we're doing the Canaanite God.
Tell the title again.
Right now we're arguing is the Canaanite God merged with Yahweh.
Time starts when you start.
Hold on, give me 1 second. So I'm finna just share my screen and then you can start it up, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
You see my screen?
Not yet.
It should be sharing.
It's sharing now.
Okay. So as y'all heard this man say, he said I ain't show no primaries. So the Mount Ebal curse tablet is not a primary? That's not a primary, nigga. Are we serious right now? The Mount Ebal curse tablet is not. So this what I'm showing. This ain't a primary. This is not a primary. Bro, get the bro. Stop playing, bro. He playing in y'all face right now. This dude is playing in y'all face right now. He did the same thing as Sarim Ka said. You ain't showing no primary. So the Gezer calendar inscription is not a primary. So the Lachish letters is not a primary. So the Mesha Stele is not a primary. That's what we saying right now. I ain't show no primaries. Man, you was a goofy. Right now, the Mesha Stele is showing, right? Should be the Mesha Stele showing. Yes. What does the Mesha Stele say? So you done effed up, right? Because you're trying to assert that Yahweh has his origin with Teman, the Edomites, and with the Midianites. First of all, you didn't show no book, chapter, or verse of Yahweh being introduced to Moses through Jethro. You didn't show it. You gave us a hypothesis. We don't care for your hypothesis, right? Let's go to right here, because if your hypothesis was based on the scriptures, you would have showed the scriptures. You would have just showed the scriptures. So right here in the Mesha Stele, he keep talking about the Kundalat of Drud, 8th century BCE. Why he ain't mentioned the Mesha Stele? If Yahweh has his origin with Teman and Midianites, why in the same exact time period? These are contemporary documents. Why in the exact same time period is Israel and Yahweh already associated? Why? Why is Yahweh here? Hold on. I want y'all to see this. This is line 16. He says, right? I mean, Salakia, line 14. Chemosh, which is the god of the Moabites, said, go take Nebo from Israel. This is actually what it says on the primary. Go take Nebo from Israel. So he's telling you who he's talking about. Let's go down to verse 17. I'm gonna read a little bit of verse 16. It says, took and killed everyone, 7,000 men, boys, and women, and pregnant women, because I have devoted it to Ashtar Chemosh. I took from there the vessels from the altar of Yahweh. What are you talking about? How can he have his origins at the 8th century with Midian and with Teman, with the Syrites and the Edomites, but yet at the same exact time he's associated with the Israelites already? No, what you don't understand, for one, is what you're showing is idolatry. You're showing them worshiping Asherah. That's not proving that he's merged with El. You're showing that they went into idolatry. What are you talking about? Second of all, you keep on talking about Semitic and linguistics. Nigga, yesterday you were sitting there agreeing with me. What are you talking about? Let's hear the audio.
They're not Canaanite linguistically related. Those are all Semitic linguistically related. For sure. Okay.
What is it? This man talking about some for sure, co-signing. So the words he's sitting here trying to play with you, talking about some, well, the Israelites took this from El and applied it to Yahweh. No, bro. They're all the Semitic word for that title. So if you want to go into the word king, the word king is a title. If you go into all Semitic languages, it's the same word. If you go to the word for God, it's all the same word. When you go to the word for sea, it's all the same word, because they're all Semitically related. It doesn't mean they're taken from El. The only thing that you can actually say is when it comes to Baal, the reality of it is they're not saying that they're merging Baal and Yahweh, because we still see them as two separate deities. Why didn't you read the story about them, Elijah challenging the prophets of Baal to call fire from heaven? You call on Baal, I'm going to call on Yahweh. Those two are two separate entities. But yet what we do see is the Israelites saying, you think your God do this? No, it's really our God that do this. You think your God's the highest? our God's the highest. You think your God can call on storms and challenge people? Our God is the one that really does all this. Our God is the one really in control, which is why you see in the Exodus with the Israelites and the Egyptians, what was it? It was a competition of who can do the most miracles. Moses threw his stick down. The Egyptian tried to throw his stick down. Moses conjured up some frogs and shit. What Egypt do? Try to conjure up some frogs. It's a battle of God. They're telling each other, you think your God's the highest? No, my God's the highest. They're not merging them. What are you talking about? Second of all, let's get into this. You went into theophoretic elements. This is how I know you don't listen to the argument. I went into theophoretic elements and names before you went there. Right here, it says examination of theophorus elements.
Ho. Your 5 minutes is gone. You ready to go into your 10?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to resume it. Go.
The theophorus elements in the Amorite, I know Master Khan, show that the element El cannot represent the God El, even in that tradition. This nigga just sat up here and said, you see El in Israel, so that means that's talking about the Canaanite God El. No, nigga. It's in reference to the God of Israel, which is Yahweh. Stop being stupid, bro. How can you continue to completely ignore the text, but then keep going to the text to try to prove your argument? Second of all,
homonyms, bro. No air homonyms.
Okay, cool. Second of all, you talked about Sarah B. El Kadim, and you said we see Hathor worship and whatever. First of all, I'm talking about a specific time period. You cannot speak about every single time period as Sarah B. El Kadim and then say, "Oh, this the Israelites." No, I spoke specifically about the Middle Kingdom. I'm speaking about a specific time period. Now, of course, we see Hathor worship and all that. The Bible tell you that. The Bible tells you the moment Moses walked off, they built golden calves. They were still trying to pick up traditions from Egypt. We're not arguing that. We're arguing about merging their gods. And notice, even in them still trying to pick up traditions, they still separated the two. They still the two deities were never identified as the same. They like, nah, man, that's pagan. That's idolatry, man. That's not Yahweh. What are you doing? And once again, nobody ever answers this question. We go into the book of the law. The Israelites are instructed to destroy the Canaanites' property of their gods, all their altars, all their high places, everything when they enter into the land of Israel. Those people weren't Canaanites. They weren't trying to separate. So once again, why do we see the God of the Bible telling them to destroy the Canaanite gods if he is that God? You won't answer the question. Second of all, you said, I'm going off the top of the dome. This ain't off the top of the dome. This is source up or shut up. We ain't doing that. So once again, you didn't respond to nothing about the origin of Yahweh and him not being from there, because we have a contemporary with him already been associated with Israel. And you talking about some no primaries. We showed the primaries. You went into Yahweh and Jethro, didn't show no book, chapter, verse. What is you talking about? Then you said we have Moses with no Israelites. Are you serious? Moses with no Israelites. Okay. Right? Theophoretic names. I went into theophoretic names before you did. But let's keep going. Because he said, I'm not going to go into linguistics. And that's exactly what I went into in the first round. Can you share my screen again, JJ, please?
Pause the time while you share the screen. You're at 7:18. Your screen is not sharing.
Okay, hold up. Let's see. Everybody hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. There you go.
Now it's not sharing.
Add to stage. There it is.
Yeah.
Ready? Time start.
Thank you. So he said I didn't go into linguistics. First of all, that's how I know you didn't pay attention, because literally this first article that I read went into linguistics and the origin of the usage of the word El. So how I'm not going into linguistics? Once again, you know I'm down for the linguistic argument. I'm all the way down for the linguistics argument. This is from the dictionary of deities and demons in the Bible. This is on the dictionary, the word El. Once again, it's going to repeat itself. The name El-Ilu, is, with the exception of Ethiopic, common Semitic, and originally means God. What does it originally mean? God. Etymology, the origin of the pelvic cannot be determined with certainty. Most likely, the noun can be derived from the verb awul to mean to be strong. That's literally what it means. Why, once again, when we go into this Hebrew definition, it's literally the same definition as the common Semitic noun. We already read the source that the Ugaritic changes the usage of the word for their culture. That doesn't apply to the rest of the cultures around them. We literally read a scholar that says it's erroneous to assume Ugarit is the origin of the people's religion in Canaan. But then he just went on a whole round talking about that erroneous assumption. Right? Let's read this real quick. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to the dictionaries of deities and demons in the Bible. Right? Because he has some problems with this, man. How is all these cultures using El, and they keep telling you a deity named El is not there, but yet you keep on inserting the Ugaritic El and saying he's the God of all these people and all y'all religions come from Ugarit. Make it make sense. This scholar right here, rereading right here, it says this, has pointed out that in the Ammonite personal names, the theophoretic element El predominates. He's telling you the theophoretic element El is in the names in the Ammonite text. However, these names do not prove that El was worshipped in Ammon. So if it don't prove his worship in Ammon, how do you think it's proved his worship in Israel? When the Bible keeps telling you El is Yahweh in the biblical text when it's talking about the supreme deity. Now, if you want to refer to a different God or something, it'll tell you that, which is what we showed in Judges 9, which I'm going to go to in a second, but let me finish this. It says this, since the theophoretic element under consideration should presumably be interpreted as referring to the Ammonite national deity Milcom. So you telling me when we get to the Ammonite culture and religion, every time we see El, oh, that's talking about Ammonite. That's talking about, I'm sorry, that's talking about Milcom. That's not talking about the Canaanite god El. But when we get to the Israelite culture, who they tell you their God is Yahweh, oh, that's not talking about Yahweh. That's talking about El, the Canaanite god El. That makes no sense whatsoever, bro. No sense whatsoever. Now let's go over here into Judges 9. Let's go over here into Judges 9 and 46, right? Because this is where King J keeps making the boo-boo and making the uh-oh at. Right? Y'all should be able to see my screen.
Yep, screen showing.
Right. Now this is his problem. Because I want y'all to pay attention to this. If El is functioning as the actual name of a deity, listen to this. Because in Ugarit, El functions as the name of the deity. No other deity is actually named El in the text. If El is functioning as the actual name of deities, then how can it be applied to multiple different deities? Right here, El is in reference to Baal, and he can't say this is used as a common Semitic because guess what? First of all, the English has no interpretation on the Hebrew text. There is no capital or lowercase in the Hebrew text. This word El is the same word that's applied to Yahweh. It's also the same word that's applied to Chemosh, and I'm going to show that too, but it's also applied to Ashereth. It's applied to all the deities in the Bible, right? It says right here, proper name. Well, how is it his proper? Is Baal the son of El or is he El? You can't say he's both. It's either he's the son of El or he is El. Your understanding of the text makes no sense because you keep trying to insert another culture's understanding and their religion into the different people text. Now, when you want to get this smoke on chronology, you can get that too. But like I said, I'm dealing with the new chronology. I can pull up hundreds of articles on Egypt chronology not being correct, right? The Israelites are not a late bronze. They don't enter the kingdom, into Israel during the late bronze age. They're already there. So you keep talking about Chassad and all that stuff. The Israelites are already already in Israel at that time. Jericho is destroyed in the middle bronze age. So how is Jericho been destroyed in the late bronze age when there is no Jericho? The story isn't about a late Bronze Age exodus. It's a middle Bronze Age activity that's going on, right? But clearly we see right here, Baal is being called El. I thought that's supposed to be a personal name. I can't say El and be talking about King J if that's a name. I can't be talking about Asarim Ka and then say King J name. That doesn't make any sense. Those are two separate different entities. So why is Baal being called El as a personal name? Make it make sense, right? So let's go down here. Let's go right here. Let's go into Judges 11 and 24. Right? We see right here, Chemosh, Alayak. This right here is the same exact word that's used towards Yahweh when he says, the Lord thy God. It's the same exact wording.
Kazar, you got a minute left.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Right here, we see Yahweh Alayak. Yahweh thy God. He's literally telling you the word El is being applied to all these different entities. It's not just being applied to Yahweh. But when it's in reference to the supreme entity, which is what we see in Genesis 14 and 22, right? When it's being applied to the supreme entity, we know it's talking about Yahweh. As we see right here in the Hebrew, right? It says, Waya Amar, and said Abraham to Malak, Saddam, the king of Solomon, I raised up my hand to God, unto Yahweh,
That's
God high.
Time.
For heaven and earth. Come on, bro. Do better.
That's time. We got the King J, you got a 5-minute rebuttal. Your time start when you start.
Let me take my screen down. Hold on.
All right, take your time.
You ready?
Time start when you start.
Yeah. Get your 5 minutes.
Yep.
You want to share your screen?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Did you start?
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You
Quick screen share real quick. Quick screen share real quick.
Don't start yet.
All right, time start when he start talking.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I just want to get some clarity. All right. So the brother keeps making the mistake of not understanding. The brother keeps making the mistake of not understanding what a common noun is and a proper noun, proper name, and when it's used and when to use it and why it's being used. Right? It's not hard. So yes, El is used in Northwest Semitic languages, including Ugaritic and Hebrew, as both a common noun, meaning God and or deity, and a proper name or title for the supreme deity of the pantheon. So when that's I just want to read that again because I don't think he's comprehending that because we shouldn't even made it this far in the conversation. Yes, El is used in Northwest Semitic languages, both Ugaritic and Hebrew, as both common noun, meanings for God or deities, and proper names or titles for the supreme deity of the pantheon. So, in particular, Elion, so I'll give you an example of the 70 sons, right? Any one of those nations, to those nations, their God is the Elion. Right, but all those sons are sons of El, right? So let's here we go. In the Ugaritic text, El or El is the standard term for God in a generic sense. More prominently, it is the specific proper name of the supreme God, the creator God, and the father God, and the father of the other gods in the Canaanite pantheon. He is often referred to by epitaphs such as Bull El, El the King, and Father of Mankind. So just to stick right here to this El the King, we would say El Melech, right? We in that instance, that's being referring to as the deity and the proper noun, right? That you have to be able to distinguish when it's being used and how it's being used. We could put right there Yahweh Melech, right? And it's being so we could put Yahweh El, right? And in that instance, El is used as the common noun, as the word for God, describing the deity El. So if you, it's little bitty, little understandings like that save us hours or comprehension problems. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. He said it doesn't exist in the Hebrew. It says in the Hebrew, the Bible, the word El functions similarly. So he said it doesn't. He said it doesn't function. So he has to get a better understanding of Northwest Semitic languages, right? So we're not arguing because he has a good argument. We're arguing because he has a lack of comprehension. In the Hebrew, the Bible, the word El functions similarly. Common noun. It is a generic word for a god or deity and can refer to pagan gods used with the lowercase g. In regards to a proper name, when he said that it can't be used as, this is to defeat your whole argument right here. As a proper name, it also used as the name or title for the God of Israel. Sometimes appearing alone. El, the God of, it don't say Yahweh. Sometimes appearing alone. Examples in Genesis 33:22, it says El, the God of Israel. This is those theophoric names you mentioned. This is an of a theophoric name, Israel, referring to the deity El. This is not a common noun. That's a teaching moment for you right there. But more often with an attribute attached, El Elyon, that's the epitaph, Most High God, El Shaddai, epitaph, El Elyon, everlasting God. In these cases, it can be understood as God with a capital G, referring to the deity as a proper noun. The word El also appears in many theophoric names that incorporate a deity's name in
30
places
seconds.
such as Israel, one who struggles with God. What God? Not Yahweh. Michael, who is like God. What God? El, not Yahweh. Gabriel, strength of God. Bethel, house of God. In all those instances, El is the deity, not Yahweh. So that's my 5-minute rebuttal.
Yep, your time is up too. So let me know when you're ready to start.
Okay.
Your 10 minutes.
I'm really beating them up right now. Hold on. I'm ready to start the 10.
Just a second. Let me get you going here. It start when you start.
Okay. So really, when we learn terminologies of words, we won't have silly arguments, right? So the mechanism, fusion, and demotion, right? So synchronism, right? Synchronism in practice, shown by the local cult using ball. So in this instance, the word ball is used as the common noun, right? So Barut or Baret, right? That is the deity. So when it says Baal Baret, referring to the deity of Shechem, because that's the locale is Shechem, and they're going to Baal Barit. So in that instance, Baal is used as the common noun, just as the generic word for God, and Baret, I'm not saying it right, I know, is the deity, right? That's the deity of that local town. You wanted to say, well, why does it say El and Baal? Either one of those words can be used interchangeably for the word God in a generic term. And that just goes to show you how old the worship of those deities are in order for them to be used interchangeably. You don't see Yahweh used in that way in Canaan at all. So let's keep in mind of what the argument is. I'm showing assimilation of Yahweh into El, and the fusion of those two into what we call as the worship of Israel or Yahweh at the top of the pantheon, right? I'm showing how Yahweh started as a local deity or one of the sons of El, and through fusion and assimilation worked his way up to the top to be called the El Elyon, right? And we looking in the Bible and we see a lot of different instances of different things, right? So when we talk about his chronology, right? His chronology is so is so crazy and so far off that I want to get some understanding. So when we talk about the first mention of Yahweh in history, well, at least in Egyptian text, we have to keep going back to the Soleb inscription. We got to keep going back to that. Let me pull that up. And what we see there, hold on. Let me just type that in. Real quick. We're going to see some Yahweh. So keep in mind, I'm distinguishing between the Amu, right, who we'll see in Canaan and in the Beni Hussam murals coming through the Levant and through that way. I'm distinguishing in those nomadic tribes between these Yahweh worshiping Transjordian Shashu tribes, right? And that's the whole argument. I'm needing him to show, because I'm showing here the earliest mention of Semitic tribes worshiping Yahweh, and they're in the same exact location where the tribe of Reuben would be and Gad would be, where they would be considered Israelites, right? And these particular tribes of Israelites would have never crossed over into Canaan.
King J, you're not sharing nothing. You're not sharing anything. You're sharing what you had up here from the start, but nothing's moving.
Oh, you're not sharing? Okay.
Want me to pause the time?
Yeah, pause it.
Yeah.
All right, pause the time. You got 6:11.
Okay, am I showing Soleb? Yeah, I'm showing my screen. I should be fine.
Yeah. But you know, okay. All right, go ahead.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Yeah, you have threw me off, but okay, I'm ready.
Right,
so what we find here are Yahweh worship in Edom, right? And it never leaves, right? They never. I would probably even take an argument that these particular tribes never even went into Exodus because they were already there, right? If these particular Shashu of Yahweh are already worshiping Yahweh at 1400 BC, right? And there is no Israel. So these are the questions that I have for the brother. I want him to identify a particular group of people and tell me these are the Israelites. Because if he say these are the Israelites right here, these Yahweh group, then he got a problem. Because now he has to show me how it got into the Levant. So we talk about the Solab inscription. This inscription is a pillar on the Solab temple built by Pharaoh Amenhotep III in what is now North Sudan. It dates back to the New Kingdom period, 1400 BC. Content is part list of a conquered people and mentions the name of Shashu of Yahweh. Translation: the hieroglyphic phrase Tashu Yahweh. So this is Meter Netter. So he probably, I don't know if he can read it or not. So that he might be at a disadvantage. So it says translates to land of the Shashu of Yahweh. Shashu, the term Shashu refers to nomadic peoples, cattle herding nomads in the ancient Egyptian text, often identified having connection to the Levant Canaan. Significance. So this is the oldest inscription, right? So he keeps talking about the Meshatella. The message that's 850 BC, brother. That's 850 BC. I need you to show the mechanism and the transmission of the land of Canaan by 850 BC. That's what I need you to do. I need you to jump out the Bible right now and show a mechanism of how this group of Shashu, right? And then we're gonna talk about the Amun. Real quick.
Waiting on you.
Go ahead now. Keep my time running.
It's running. You got 3 minutes left. 3:34.
Mm-hmm. see what it says. I got 3 minutes. Okay, let's see what it say. I said, are the Amu the same as the Shashu of Yahweh? No. The Amu and the Shashu are distinct, though related terms used by the Egyptians. The Amu was a general or broad Egyptian designation for people from West Asia, Syria, Palestine, Canaan, often translated Asiatics. This term was used in use from the Middle Kingdom to 2000 BC and onwards, and referring to Semitic-speaking groups, including Canaanites. The Hyksos rulers of the Second Indian period were referred to as Amu. Did we hear any mention of Yahweh? Shashu, ancient Egypt, was a more specific term, generally referring to those who move on feet or simply nomadic Bedouin. This Shashu were a subgroup of the broader Asiatic people, specifically pastoralist nomads inhabiting the southern Levant, the Transjordan, Sinai, and northern Arabia. That's Edom and Midian. So I want the brother to deal with these two groups of people, the Amu and the Shashu, because my argument is the same. It's the same argument. I'm identifying Amu with El worship because I'll say that these are the Israelite tribes that practice El, and I'm looking at these Shashu from the Transjordan era, and I'm saying these Shashu of Yahweh would probably be the people who brought in the Yahweh worship. So I want to show the fusion. Hold on, if I still got some time.
Yep, you got a minute and 30. Counting.
And here's the fusion. So this is the synthesis. These points of evidence support Frank Moore cross fusion models by defining the two components that had to merge. The problem. Well, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm moving fast, but yeah. Basically the same thing. For Yahweh to become the single supreme God of the settled nation, the incoming power Yahweh had to fuse with the established authority El and take his titles. So basically that's the same as I've been saying since the beginning. I'm showing Yahweh taking the epitaphs of El and Baal. I'm showing Yahweh coming from the Transjordan, Sinai, Edom, Midian era region. It has no origin in Canaan at all. We see no El worship in Edom or Midian or at all.
30 seconds.
Distinguishing between the different Shashu groups. He has no argument at all. I would like for him to actually show something, a mechanism, give us a hypothesis, give us his theory of something or how something, his own mechanism maybe. I just would like to, and I have some questions.
That time sometime?
It's coming. You got 5 more seconds.
Okay.
All right, time. All right, brother King J. That was your last of your 10 minutes. You got what's it, Kazar? You got a 5-minute rebuttal. Then your last 10 minutes coming up. I'll start when you start. I'll start you at 15. Okay.
You got a rebuttal? Okay.
You got 5-minute rebuttal.
You share
Then start his last 10, and then we'll be out the 10-minute sets.
Kyle, give me. I'm gonna show my screen.
King J get the last rebuttal.
Yeah, he get a rebuttal. He just don't get a. He don't get a 10-minute. He don't get
right. He just don't get it. All the 10. This is the last of the 10 minutes.
Yeah. He get his 5-minute and 10-minute round. All right, share your screen.
It starts when you start, Kazar.
It should be sharing.
There you go.
Right. So
it's
not sharing yet.
It's not sharing.
Okay, hold up. Add to stage. Oh, he got to stop sharing his screen.
Tell King J take that BS down, bro.
Take it down, King J.
My bad. I'm doing it right now. Stop sharing. My bad.
All right. It's on you, Kazar. All right. Time start when you start.
Suntan, can you do me that favor and do the same 5-minute ending for me?
Yeah, that's what I did. I'll let you know when you're 5 up, okay?
Con. So we finna fix something real quick, man. Listen very closely, because he said,
I'm sorry.
yep. He said, I said El doesn't function as a proper name. Listen to this, man. I'm finna play the audio. Incorrect. Never said El can never be used as a proper name. I said it is not the name of the actual deity, bro. That's how I know you don't listen. Listen.
Cultures where the word El is related to, all of those people don't have a deity named El, and neither do the Israelites. That
never said it couldn't function as a proper name. I said they don't have a deity named El. And now this is where you get beat every time on the scholarship. You say I'm having a misunderstanding. No, nigga, you're having a misunderstanding. You think because the word can function as a proper name that they're actually being called El. No, they're being called God. God isn't a name, it's a title. It's what you are. So I'm gonna give you a common example that you cannot mess up, right? I'm gonna give you a common example that you cannot mess up. Because I don't have understanding. No, you don't understand. So everyone is familiar with the word dad, right? Is dad a common noun or is dad a proper noun? Everyone already knows the answer. Dad is a common noun. No one is sitting there naming their son Dad Johnson. Right? No one names their son Dad Johnson. But dad does become a proper noun when someone's son is identifying someone as their dad. Then it's used as a proper name. But now is that individual actually named Dad, or is that man's name Joseph Johnson? Right? So I'm gonna switch over here. Dad is a proper noun when used in place of a specific person's name. That's what King J is not understanding. El is not a proper name as in it's the name of the deity. It's being used as a proper name because it's holding the place of the actual name of the deity. It's just calling him God instead of saying the actual name. The same way you can call someone a father or a dad. His name isn't father or dad. That's what he is. His name is whatever's on his birth certificate, whatever his mama and father named him, whether it's Bumpy Johnson, Gregory Johnson, whatever. That's his actual name. So you keep on talking about proper names in usage in a Semitic tongue. You don't know what you're talking about, because right here, I want y'all to make sure y'all can see the screen. It says the God El, meaning the actual Canaanite God El. Remember this: the Canaanite God El did not exist in the earliest Semitic pantheons. You're finished. You're finished. Those of Ebla and Akkad. So how can El be used as a proper name, being the actual name of the deity, when there is no deity named El that exists? Once again, this is actually source. Notice the whole time King J Round, his stuff was on Google. I told Suntan, watch the Google versus watch the scholarship. This is fluff. He's playing with y'all in y'all faces. Stop letting them bamboozle y'all, man. Right. So when we go back to Genesis, Salakia, when we go back to Judges 9:46, because this is where he messed up at. He said, and then I want y'all to hear him. He said Berith was the name of the God. Berith isn't the name of the God. Berith means covenant. Oh my goodness, bro. What are you talking about? The name of the God, you keep talking about Baal and can be switched out. Baal was never his name. They began to call him Baal because he gains authority. So they began to call him Baal, which is the word for master or Lord. His name is Hadad. That's the actual God's name, bro. Like your scholarship, bro. Come on, this scholarship here is weak, man. We gotta step it up. This talking and mixing and mashing, that old young Pharaoh style don't work no more. It don't work no more. I'm not allowing it to work. Right? Let's go right here in this Judges 9:46. It doesn't say a common name. It doesn't say a common noun. It says do you not know what a proper name is? I mean, do you not know what a proper name is? But you know where you messed up at? because you know it's not in reference to Yahweh. You know, you read Judges 9, it tells you that they went against.
All right, pause, Chassad. Pause. Your 5 minutes is up. You're on your last 10. Top the clock. Start when you start.
Con. So you can just keep it rolling. You know, if you read Judges, you know that they went against the Most High and went after this God of Shechem, who actually his name is Baal Berith, which is Lord of the Covenant. That's his actual name. But guess what? Because El, which is the word for God, functions as the common Semitic noun, they can do that. They can call him by the proper name El because they know that they're not mixing and mangling gods. Right? So this is how you know he got walked down. How can they literally call a god that their god wars against the same name if they're merging them all together? It makes no sense. Right? And you can read this right here. It says this. El, proper name. They're literally, this is the definition. They're literally telling you when El is translated as a proper name. El Berith, Judges 9 and 46, is equal to Baal Berith. Judges 8 and 33. Let's read this. Right? Because that El is not merged with Yahweh. And it came to pass as soon as Gideon was dead that the children of Israel turned again and went a whoring after Baalim and made Baal Berith their god. You're done, bro. You're finished. You said Berith was the god. Dude, like, come on, bro. You gotta do better, man. I don't even need to rebuttal nothing else because honestly, you didn't even show us a source on anything else. Then you kept asking. You asked me, what's my foundation? What's my theory? My theory is the scriptures, the biblical text. The biblical text is the Israelite history, just like any other Near Eastern culture or ancient Near Eastern culture wrote their history. All cultures in that region mix their wars with God and mix their history with God, and we came from this God and we come from these separate group of people. The Bible has to be counted as a literal historical document, just like you would any document from Egypt or Assyria or anywhere else. Because you ain't gonna never sit here and say that the battle between Egypt and the Hittites didn't happen. But guess what's in the documents? Oh, guess what? Ramesses went to his God and his God got him the victory. Come on, man, stop it. It's the same thing, right? So now let me get into something, because we already got you agreeing with me that it's not a Ugaritic linguistic connection, but it's a more Semitic linguistic connection. So you already finished on that. But let's get into something real quick, because you didn't show no primary for no documenting hypothesis, but yet you always talk about the documenting hypothesis. Let's get into this real quick. Let me show a scholar real quick. Y'all can hear that? Could y'all hear that?
No.
All right, pause the time for me real quick.
All right, time pause.
Okay, so just let me know if you can hear this real quick. Sometimes I play this audio. Can you hear that?
Nope, I don't hear it.
Because I know people get tired of the sources. They rather just listen to videos or something. So here, how about this? I'm gonna do this and see if this works better.
All right, go ahead.
Are you able to hear that?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, let me see. Stop sharing again. Come on, don't do this to me right now, bro. He getting smoked this whole time. Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, fuck it. We're gonna move on then. Forget it.
All right, let me know when you want me to start the time.
Okay, I'm gonna just move on to something else then. Let me get a different one. King J, you better be lucky, because I'm pulling that back up when we get there. But yeah, I'm pulling up my source right now.
All right.
You can see my screen?
Nope, not yet. As soon as I see your screen and you start talking, your time start.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
When I was sharing,
You kind of fade now.
audio, did you see the screen?
Hey, Kazari, you can't even say a complete sentence. I can barely hear you.
No. I got a question. When I was trying to
Your thing messing up. You might have to go out and come back in.
to see the
Yeah, you're not even getting a complete sentence in, bro.
Oh, Karen?
Nope, you're not getting a complete sentence in. Go out and come back in. We'll wait on you.
All right.
How much time did he have left?
He got 6:39.
Yeah.
Left?
What happened?
Yep. I paused it when he started having problems.
Okay.
Kazar, you need to go out and come
How
back
about
in.
now?
Oh, okay? Keep talking.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back in.
No, you
Well,
good.
you good now.
Yeah, we hear you.
For some reason, you didn't got good.
Yeah, you good.
Hold on. I don't think so. Because I
You
think
trying to
it's
show a screen? Huh.
Okay, the screen about to show, Kazar. All right, your screen is showing. Yeah, he might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah,
I know he's trying to talk.
Yeah, let me. All right.
Yeah, he going out. We'll wait on him.
Okay. Everybody hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Good debate going on.
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. They both sourcing up, so let's keep it going. No, ad hominems is beautiful. Let's just keep the information coming.
Yeah, see him in the back.
You should be back in shortly.
Yeah.
Do we have a do me and him get a back and forth where we can ask questions, like back and forth to each other?
Yeah, five. Let's do 5 minutes apiece, man.
Okay.
Y'all want to do 10? I mean, I can do 10. Go ahead. It's all good. We can do 10 minutes after this.
Cause it go by fast.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 go by fast. This is what's coming up, y'all.
It's up to y'all.
Yeah. I don't see him in the back, so we can
time
to back in.
Might have got scared.
Yeah.
I was hit.
Let's say that. We'll take a little.
He ran out of. He might have ran out of info.
Break.
I
The
brought it out.
HOK is where legends and stars are born. Senator make people famous. Hebrew Israelites, Muslims, Masons, pastors, ministers, Christians, Jesus Christ lovers, you are all welcome. Just don't come over here crying. This ain't for the faint of heart. If you're looking for a safe space, you're in the wrong place. The HOK is not for the weak. We're forging diamonds here, and that process requires pressure. This is the toughest environment you will ever step into because we demand excellence, not excuses. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. We don't coddle, we challenge. We don't hold hands, we sharpen iron with iron. This is the proving ground, the ultimate test of your intellectual and spiritual fortitude. Weakness gets exposed and either strengthened or sent packing. There's no middle ground here, no participation trophies. You either rise to the occasion or you get run over. You have to be strong mentally at the House of Consciousness. This is a battlefield of ideas, a war of words and wisdom. Your feelings are not facts. Your emotions are not evidence. We deal in logic, reason, and verifiable information. If your mind is brittle, it will shatter. You need to be able to take criticism, to have your entire belief system questioned, and to stand firm on a foundation of knowledge, not just conviction. We are building mental giants, thinkers who can withstand any onslaught of misinformation or dogma. If you're easily offended or your ego gets bruised by a simple question, you won't last a single session. This is mental conditioning at its highest level. It's all about sourcing up. Your opinion means nothing without the proof to back it. Your claims are empty without the receipts. Where did you get your information? Who is the author? What is the context? You must be prepared to trace your knowledge back to its origin. We don't deal in I think or I feel. We deal in the source says. This is about intellectual accountability. Every single point you make must be supported by a credible, verifiable source. This is the fundamental rule of engagement in this house. This discipline separates the masters from the novices, the builders from the babblers. So the name of the game is clear. Source up or shut up.
Right. Brother still ain't here. So you heard what he said.
Source up or shut up. Source up or shut up.
We're gonna wait on him.
No, he ain't popped in yet.
No, he ain't popped in yet. Yeah.
King J, you gotta be loading up.
Messed up, like he say he from up there where y'all at. He say he from New York. Well, upstate.
Upstate New York? Nah, we don't claim that.
Screaming at the top of your lungs don't make you that guy. Try to watch my style and replay it don't make you fly. Don't take a break cause the fake like the snake. When the big dog away, all they do is clout chase. When I enter the room, all they do is bout face. Put them lions on my back, then ball with the minister. Side put me on there, everybody wanna mimic you. Yeah, I thought I told you we the toughest here. We be on the scene, niggas screen our shit. We the toughest, you the scene, we the big boy clique. If he really wants smoke, I pull up with him. Toughest environment, smoke city. I can tell by your energy, you ain't really woke. He showed up to the bank, but he choked. No money in your pocket, boy, bro. Shit, the only thing that teaches hope. Kill a spider, throw a fish, stomp a rose, do something. But don't come on side net up with the stunt. Everybody over here getting money. Two shades in the up, told me go run it. Guess I'm Carl Lewis. You looking dumb foolish. Nigga way upstate making soft music. Boy, this the toughest environment, show you how to do it. Mr. Toughest environment, show you how to do it. We be on the scene, niggas screen our shit. We the toughest, you the scene, we the big boy clique. If he really won't smoke, I pull up with him. Toughest environment, smoke city. I can tell by your energy, you ain't really woke. He showed up to the bait, but he choked. No money in your pocket, boy,
hold on, let me stop the music.
Shit, the only thing you can teach is hope. We be on the scene.
Besides that.
Okay. All right. Let me remove this flyer. Yeah.
Damn lions get on my nose, man.
Okay. Yeah, mute your mic, Elder. Okay. Okay. He need to share his screen again, right?
Yeah, he's trying to share his screen. He got 639 left.
All right. Oh, that's where he having problems.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Come on, man. I was in the chat for a minute. I was trying to get the link.
Damn, it's at the top. That's my bad.
You good, you good.
Oh,
so how much time I got left?
Yes.
You got 639.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Your screen is showing.
6 minutes and 39 seconds. Okay, bet.
Should I move? Okay, yeah.
Start when you start.
Yeah, let me remove this banner real quick. Hold up. Let me remove this. Hold up, y'all.
Time hasn't started yet. Still 639.
Hold up. Yeah, I want to remove. Yeah, I want to remove this real quick. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, go ahead.
Time. Start when you start.
All right, you can start the time. So yeah, man. To finish off this cooking and this beating that I'm putting on King J. Right, I was trying to show this video real quick on a documenting hypothesis when my computer started freezing, so I had to get up out of here. But for show not running, this is easy dub. So listen, he talks about the documenting hypothesis. He really didn't present it much, but I know this argument, and I was waiting for him to really go into it, but he didn't really do it. So listen to this really quick. This is the scholar, right? This is scholar Michael Thigpen, right? Let me give you a list of his credentials really quickly. Michael Thigpen, PhD in Judaic, Hebraic, and Cognic Studies, right? Listen to this scholar as he breaks down and gives you the true understanding of the documentary hypothesis.
External evidence. It's all internal. The way I read. Yeah, there's no external evidence. It's all internal. The way I read the style of the story, the way I read the duplications or repetition, it's the way I read it. And then I'm going to give you my theory. And that's why still today, it really is, it's the hypothesis because it cannot be proven.
Can y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, right? Y'all. Yeah, no. Anybody? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Did y'all hear the audio?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay, so I'm gonna run it back just one more time for the people. Listen real quickly.
Yeah, there's no external evidence. It's all internal. The way I read the style of the story, the way I read the duplications or repetition, it's the way I read it. And then I'm going to give you my theory. And that's why still today, it really is, it's the hypothesis because it cannot be proven because there's no manuscript evidence for it. It is my telling of how I think it came together, but it is a telling that is absent external data. Yeah, so
he's literally telling y'all, bro, there is no sources on the documentary hypothesis. This is all how scholars want to interpret the text. Bro, I don't care for how you or any scholar you want to choose to interpret the text. I care about what the text itself has, what it says. Yahweh is always in the text and has always been in the text, and you have not shown any source, and you can't show a source for the documentary hypothesis, right? As the scholar stated. Now let's go into something, because he always talks about Yahweh taking these attributes and stuff from other gods. He doesn't even understand the Bible. So look, really quickly, this is what happens with Paul. He's walking through the Greek worshipers, and they're worshiping a statue. Now look at what he says, right? It says, then Paul then stood up in the meeting of the Areopagus and said, people of Athens, I see that in every way you are very religious. For as I walked around and I looked carefully at your objects of worship, so literally he's telling you these people are worshiping these different objects, right? He says, for as I walked and looked carefully at your objects of worship, I even found an altar with the inscription to an unknown God. So you are ignorant of the very thing you worship, and this is what I am going to proclaim to you, right? So we see firsthand, we see Paul and how these people are worshiping the God, and Paul is saying, no, y'all niggas think y'all worshiping the unknown God by worshiping the statue? Nah. The real true unknown God, that's the God of Israel. Let me tell you about how powerful my God really is. They're not merging entities. They're saying, you think your God is this? No, my God is really this, right? They're not stealing from another culture. Any way that someone try to describe a supreme entity, if the Israelites think that that's how their entity is described, they say, no, that's not yours. That's not you. You don't have the real true power. I do. Right? So let's look a little bit into this, because we see right here how we have footnotes. We have Paul quoting something. It says this: God did this so that they would seek him and perhaps reach out for him, though he is not far from any one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. As for some of our own poets have said, we are his offspring. So when you get into this this book in Acts, right, Paul is actually going to take a quote that's used towards another deity, and he's like, no, that's not really what y'all worshiping. Y'all don't know what y'all really worshiping. We're worshiping the real supreme deity. So did Paul now then go and merge with another god? No, the Jews would have killed him immediately. If you look right here, you can see the footnotes. It says from Cretan philosopher Epimenides, right? Here you go from another one, from the Sicilian Stoic philosopher Aratus. If you go and look at the background of where these quotes come from, one of them is a quote to the god, I believe Zeus or something, right? It's a quote to one of the Greek gods, right? You can go and pull this up. Did you now saying that Paul went and merged his God with the Greek God when he literally just said that y'all worshiping these dumb idols and y'all don't know what y'all worshiping? You completely taking the biblical story out of its context. You're completely taking the scriptures and the culture out of its context. Right? So, like I said, your whole last round you just didn't have nothing up there for me to even rebut. You didn't leave off Google the whole time.
50 seconds.
Right? So I want to finish this with, hey man, I told you exactly what he was gonna do, and then I beat him over the head with it. If you want to go, man, want this, man, anybody else can get this work. I'm always prepared for this conversation. I'm always prepared for this to put the bet on this person. So if you really want to go into it, hey man, not only is Baal called El, but all these deities in the Bible are called El. Ashereth, Milcom, Chemosh, Baal, Dagon. Even the statues that Laban worship were called El. So how is it not the comments to make now? Why are not all these guys merged with El? You would never say these are merged with El, even though they're called El.
All right, time. You have a 5-minute rebuttal, King J, and then y'all got to go to the back and forth.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm ready.
Well, your 5 minutes start when you start.
He didn't give me much to rebuttal. I think he's running low on information right now. So it wasn't much and then plus he probably was cut off for a minute, so I give him that. But I just want to keep people in mind on what the actual topic of the conversation is, and I'm showing Yahweh assimilation into Canaan. That's the conversation. Yahweh taking the epitaphs of El. Yahweh becoming the Elion of the pantheon for the Israelites. I'm showing Yahweh worship. And this is why I can't wait to get back and forth, so we can have the back and forth conversation, so I can actually ask some questions. I've overestablished Yahweh not in Canaan. That's a fact at this point. I've established the geographical location of Yahweh not in Canaan. I've established El in Canaan. So we're past that. So we're gonna go to the tribes later when I get to talk to him, and I can just ask him who is who and what is what. But that's the real conversation. He jumped around. He talked about. So I'll go back to it because I'm familiar with.
Motherfucker! Oh, my fault, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn football game.
So he jumped around in reference to Baal, right? So and maybe he'll understand. He does know that the deity referred to in regards to Judges 9 verse 4 is not Yahweh. He knows that much, right? So, but it is the deity of Shechem, right? The deity of Shechem. Now, I would ask him. I'll write this down as a question to ask him. In this particular word structure, is Baal being used as the deity, or is Baal being used as the common noun when being referred to as Baal Beret? I want you to identify the deity in that word structure, and I want you to identify the common noun, right? And we'll find that Baal is the common noun in that word structure. So if you have contention on that, that probably shows, the lack of understanding and why you're saying what you're actually saying, brother. And that's just basic common sense. Beret is the deity. It's a local. I'll show you. I'll show you on my PowerPoint. It's funny that I actually had this on my PowerPoint. Hold on. I think it's like slide 11 or something. Here we go. So it's in mechanism, fusion, and demotion, right? So in regards to the deity in Judges 9, it's named both Baal, Beret, in regards to Lord of the Covenant, and also El Beret. See, he stopped bringing that up because that was this alone right here lets him know that El and Baal and these instances are being used as the common noun, not the deity, right? If he has any understanding of Northwest or any common sense, we would look at this and come to the same conclusion. Baal and El are both being used as the common noun to describe the deity Beret in both of these instances. God of the covenant, El is being used as the generic word for God, and Baal is being used as the generic word for Lord in both of these instances. So that's maybe the confusion. This God, this deity, Beret, was a local non-Yahwistic Canaanite deity worshipped at Shechem, who oversaw treaties and alliances. It says, while later biblical editors likely wanted readers to equate the deity with Yahweh, the ultimate God of the covenant, the original figure was distinct. The presence of both Baal and El in the name shows that this local cult was already a site of syncretism between the different deities. So is he not? I mean, comprehension of terminology, right? Comprehension of terminology. So we'll go here. What is pantheon reduction? So pantheon reduction. So I'm going back and forth. I have a PowerPoint and I am using Google because it is fast. So pantheon reduction is the process where Yahweh absorbed the attributes and roles of other deities, particularly El, the head of the Canaanite pantheon, to become the sole God of Israel. Initially, Yahweh was one of many gods in the larger pantheon, and El being the supreme father figure as the Israelite religion.
Time.
That's my rebuttal?
Yep, that's your 5 minutes, and you don't have no other 10 minutes. So it's time to go back and forth.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead. We're going to let Brother Marcus go first. So are you? No, we keep the same order since you went first. Go ahead, KJ. You can get ready for your 10-minute question.
Ask him the question.
Hot seat. Yeah, 10 minutes.
We going back and forth, right? Is that how this go? Like we both just talk back and forth to each other right now?
No. You got 10 minutes to question him. He got at least up to 30 seconds. 1 minute to answer the question.
Okay, right? He got 10 minutes. Okay, I got 10 minutes.
Hold on. You're gonna give him 10 minutes to ask questions, right?
Okay.
You're gonna damn near need 2 clocks together. Because you're gonna time my 1 minute to answer.
Well,
it should just be a
up to 1 minute. Yeah, we kind of I keep track.
Yeah, well, I got the whole 10 minutes, man. So that's not good.
I don't necessarily need an entire minute to answer. King J, man, if y'all
want to just do if y'all want to do
just let them do a back and forth, man. Let them
question each other, man. Y'all just go back.
You in control of the 10 minutes, but however you want to do your 10 minutes, go ahead.
Yep, you can question him. You want to, King J, about everything. You got 10 minutes of questioning.
Okay,
and he got to answer however long it takes. Let's go.
He can respond during my 10 minutes. Okay.
Yep, he can respond to everything you question about. After 10 minutes, then his turn to do you. Yeah. So let's go. Time start when you ask the first question. And time don't stop.
I really want him to go first, but okay. First question: who do you associate the Proto-Hebrew with? So we can be on the same page of who we're talking, what people group we're actually talking about.
Before Exodus or post Exodus?
Proto, so the beginning.
Well, I identify them with the patriarchs that became the Israelites.
So I mean, I would have a problem with that because I would say those are eponymous ancestors. We don't have time right now to prove the historicity of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. Can we just deal with these nomadic tribes that we do know the names of? Like, can we deal with the Amu? Can we deal with the Shashu? Can we deal with the Habiru? Can we deal with the Apiru? Can we deal with them?
I mean, it's your 10 minutes. You can deal with whatever you want, but like I said, the scriptures is the scriptures is my foundation. You get what I'm saying? So you can try to say upon his ancestors, the Bible document them as real people.
Okay, but we do want to have some history, some real chronology in this as well. So, are you familiar with the Chassad of Yahweh?
Yep.
Okay. Can we place them at a particular geographical location?
In the Levant region.
Okay, particularly the southern Levant or northern Levant?
I didn't say nothing about the southern Levant. They're in the Levant region.
The Chassad of Seir is in the Levant.
You said the Chassad of Yahweh. You asked me about Chassad of Yahweh, didn't you?
So they're all the same people. Edom,
they're
Seir,
not the same people.
They're the same location. They're all nomadic Semitic groups that live on the Transjordan tribes. So I'm asking you about the Chassad of Reuben, the Chassad of Yahweh, the Chassad of Seir. They're all the same location. So
they're
to say they're in the Levant, it is technically correct because it's southern Levant, but it's still Edom. But that's why I asked you where, but it's not definitely Canaan. So
all right, hold on, let's pause real quick. Let's pause real quick because you mentioned Reuben.
I have a map.
Okay, so where's Reuben territory on the map?
Reuben would be in. I'll just show the map.
I'm finna pull it up too, but I'm just asking you: is it in the south or is it in the north? Is it above Moab or is it beneath Moab?
It's in between Edom and Midian.
No, it's not, bro.
It stretches. It depends.
No, it ain't no. It stretches. It depends. Nothing.
It'll go in the
south. If you will let me finish, to the south is a whole other group of people in a whole different culture that's living beneath them. Their land does not stretch to no Edom or to no Midian, bro. Okay. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen.
But we can stay on this point. So the Chassad of Reuben, right? The Chassad of Reuben, right? You're saying they're not Transjordan tribes,
bro. If you want to say the Chassad of Reuben, because I really haven't really seen no real scholars identify them as the Chassad of Reuben. I just heard y'all say it, so I've been questioning y'all on that. You want to say the Chassad of Reuben is the Israelite tribe Reuben, then you have to go where their territory says they are. The tribe of Reuben is not by Edom. There's a whole other group of people in between Edom and Reuben.
Off a fucking bum.
Can y'all share the screen, please?
I'll share mine real quick.
Just second.
I think this is my 10 minutes, real quick.
It's your 10 minutes.
You just answering questions. Yeah, he's just answering questions right now.
Right.
But I'm trying to share something real quick.
Okay, you got the power to share, not Chassad. Chassad coming.
So I can't share. Okay.
No, you can answer questions.
All right, hold on 1 second.
And the same go for you when it's your turn. You can't share anything.
Yeah, no, I got you.
All right.
So I'm just using this map as an example. I can see. You can see.
Only thing I was sharing was the map. I was just trying to
give an example of where Reuben, the Chassad of Reuben tribe is. So when we see this land here where the circle that says Midian, and it goes up to Edom, so it'll be Midian, Seir.
King J, nothing showing.
Nope, nothing showing.
Hold on 1 second.
Let me pause the time. I'm thinking you pulling it up, King J.
I'm showing you guys. I think JJ got to show it.
Yeah, JJ got to show. I paused the time.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just simple comprehension, and this is the point that I want to.
You got to share the screen. Mm-hmm. You might have went got some water or something. Let's just hold our horses.
Because Chassad, you haven't made any points about anything, right? Like, I want you to stand on something. Like, for instance, these groups of people, these Semites that we're talking.
King J, I don't want us to be going back and forth if we not No,
Okay, because it ain't time. It ain't time.
But he paused the 10 minutes. He stopped your time.
I paused it.
Yeah, you
Unless
trying to question me and get free questions.
You're right, Chassad. Listen, King J. If you want to question, if you want to start, I'll start your time. But we ain't able to share till JJ get back. So that's your choice. You can go head on, and I can start the time, and you can go back and forth. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Time will start when you say the first word.
We'll do that. Okay. Because what I want to do is because I want to. Okay. So, Chassad, are you familiar with the Beni Hassan mural?
The ancient Egyptian mural with the I think they call them Abashi or something like that with the color coat on them.
They say the dude name is Abisha. The ruler is Abisha.
Yeah. I'm familiar with it.
So we talking about you mentioned the patriarchs, right? So that would be an example of what a Hebrew might could say, or Christian we could say was Proto-Semites coming into the Levant, right, during a particular time period, right? These are identified as the Amun. They're coming from the Levant area, correct?
You asking me what because no, I don't identify them as the patriarchs. That mural, I don't use that to identify the patriarchs. No.
What history do you use to identify patriarch as history?
You should be more familiar with the David Road chronology. So the Beni Hassan mural, that's like a generation or two before Joseph and them coming to Egypt. David Rowe actually speaks about the mural in his book. So
I mean, it would be before because those are the lower class. The elite would be the Hyksos. The elite rulers of those particular group of people that came to rule would be the Hyksos group. So, right. So the God that these people
you asking me or are you just saying it?
I'm just talking to you.
Okay.
So the God that these people are worshiping, right, is not Yahweh. You know that, right?
That who not worshiping?
The people, these group of people that's coming in, Proto-Hebrews, they're not worshiping Yahweh. This particular group is not worshiping Yahweh, right?
I don't know what particular group you're talking about. We can't be talking about the same group.
You named him Abisha, right? You knew his name at first, but you don't remember. It was Abisha.
I literally said that's not the generation of Israel. That's not Joseph. That's not his people. I literally said that.
Yeah, but the people that come, those are the lower class people of those groups.
No, they're not related to them at all.
They're not. So, okay. So, tell me, because now we've identified the Amu coming from the Levant and the Canaan, not the Shashu, right? So, tell me now where the Shashu are.
Bro, well, I'm talking about in the Middle Kingdom, because what I believe the Beni Hassan is a Middle Kingdom depiction, right?
Beni Hassan is about 1900 BC.
1900. So that's Middle Kingdom, Egypt. That's
probably about like 12.
That's Middle Kingdom.
Probably like 11, 12 dynasty. Probably.
That's Middle Kingdom, King James.
I'm not disagreeing.
The Shasu in what you're referencing is New Kingdom.
It's about the 14th dynasty.
So how you just jump from the Middle Kingdom to the New Kingdom?
It's about 100 years difference.
No. The 19 to the 14s, that's a 500-year difference.
Do you know that the 14th and the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th are all happening at the same time? Don't
try to talk to me. I know what's happening at the same time and what's not. But this is my argument. This is my argument.
It's concurrent. So what do you mean what are you talking about?
Bro. So once again,
at the same time. This chronology that you just said.
So you saying the 12th dynasty is happening at the same time as the 17th and 19th? Is that what you just said?
The 12th is probably concurrent with the 16th. The 12th and the 16th, 12th and 13th. By the 14th dynasty, they have complete control, right? And then we see Apophis and Senken Ra, right? They're quarreling about the hippopotamus, right?
Nah, Jay, you mixing that up, bro. The 16th dynasty. Oh, my bad. You know what? It's yours. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're just not familiar. But when we look at the 14th Hyksos dynasty, it's concurrent with this 18th dynasty out of Thebes, the 19th dynasty, and so on and so on. Hatshepsut is ends at about 1469, 1459 BC. Hatshepsut is the one who expels the last of those Asiatics. But I'm just trying to.
22nd, King.
I really was just trying to get you to identify with a particular group and build from there, but you wouldn't. So good.
All right, time. It's on you, Chassad. You got 10 minutes to let him have it. Your time will start when you ready.
Yep, just give me 1 second or something.
All right, now ain't no rush.
Am I able to share screen?
Yeah. But if JJ the one in control. JJ, you there? I mean, Mandinka, you there? Because he had looked like he laid off because King J wanted to share and he wasn't around. So he's still not around.
I just went on ahead.
Yeah, I know. So, because I got a choice. Either he can, because I can't play no music. The only thing I'm controlling is the time. So, pretty good.
It's cool. But I wish, the only reason I just wish I could freaking show, I just wanted to show King J this because my chronology don't have the 14th in dynasty running with the 12th. That's not my chronology. Even if you mentioned the 16, you can start the time. You mentioned the 16.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You can start the time.
Okay. Listen to this though, Chassad. While you going, I will save you like 10 seconds or 20 seconds to get that in if whenever he come back. And
yeah, I mean,
okay?
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, so start now.
Yeah, I can't even really show you the dang chronology and stuff. But so brother, you mentioned something, right? So I want to get on something real quick because you ain't actually stick to nothing about this argument. I told you when you get to the chronology and all that, me and you're not gonna see eye to eye because we working with two different chronologies. So you mentioned Baal and El, right? So for one, you said Baal is a common noun. I'm looking at it right here in the text, bro. I swear I wish I can show you so I could bust your freaking head. Everyone can pull up Judges 8 and 33. All you have to do is go to where it says Baal, which is the B, the Ayin, and the Lamed, and it says proper name. It don't say no common name, bro. You're making stuff up.
That's a different text. That's not Judges 9. We're reading from Judges 9.
They're all so once this how I know you didn't pay attention to the presentation.
In one case, he's been referred to as a deity, and in the other, he's a common noun. So don't try to be banned with a poo-poo. Keep it real.
No, so I'm finna keep it all the way funky, and I'm finna show you how you don't know what you're talking about. So you said that's not the one we was talking about. So look, listen. This is how I know he wasn't paying attention because I show in the presentation, it said El, proper name. Then it said Judges 9 and 46 is equal to Baal Berith, which is in Judges 8, which is what I just tried to show him. He's not paying attention, people. These are the same deity they're talking about. It's not a different deity. So we try to say, no, hold on.
Wait. Hold on. This a bubble right here. We ain't even got it.
But it's not your turn to lead the conversation.
Right.
It's not your turn to lead the conversation.
Not your turn, King J. You just gotta let him go at you.
For sure.
So we see in Judges 9 and 46, the word El in the text, which is the word for God Berith. It says the house of the God Berith. El is a proper name here. Now let's go back to what they're telling you is the same exact God. Let's go back to Baal Berith, which he just lied on. Judges 8 and 33. All you gotta do is pull up the blue letter. It's telling you these the three passages is talking about the same entity. So once again, we get here to Baal Berith in Judges 8 and 33, and it's talking about the same God.
Berith.
No, the proper name Baal. See, so once again, this is how we also know that you don't know what you're talking about. Because if I could share screen, all we have to do is just click on the definition in the word, right? It's translated as this: Baal of the covenant. Notice what's being translated as covenant. Berith. What's being translated as the actual like part of the name? Baal. The covenant is identifying what specifically this God is.
Can I go back and forth with you right here real quick? Because
Go ahead.
Baal is referred to as Lord, as the generic title. It's not God, it's Lord. Let's have some clarity here.
No, Baal is not referred
in this instance, Baal is referred to as the transliteration is Lord, not God. It's Lord.
Baal is his actual.
Listen. It's Lord of the covenant in this instance.
King J.
And just like you asked yesterday, what about when it says it's Baal Barit and El Barit, right? So that lets you know that Baal and El in both of these instances are both being used as the common noun, not as deities. They can't be both referring to the same deity at Shechem.
Now stop, because this is where you're not understanding. First of all, Baal literally means Lord. So anytime you say the word Baal, you're saying Lord. They begin to identify the god Hadad as Baal. So when you start referring to Baal, you're referring to Hadad. His name literally means Baal literally means Lord or Master. So when we get into Baal Berith, notice I'm literally looking at the translation. Baal of the covenant. Baal here
means Lord.
It always means Lord. What are you talking about? It always means Master.
El means God. It's Baal Berith, Lord of the covenant, and then it's El Berith.
So Baal isn't identifying an entity.
Hold on, listen. For God of the covenant, letting you know that in this instance, the word is being used in the generic common noun form of El. So just like you brought up Hadad, if I say El Hadad, right? El is the common noun. Hadad is the deity in that.
All right, now
if I say,
hold on, I got your example, but you're not going to ignore this Hebrew text. Pause, King J. You're not finna ignore what the Hebrew text is saying. We're not finna play that. They're actually identifying a deity named Baal in the text, bro. Stop playing. We're not finna keep playing. They're actually identifying a deity named Baal. It's not a common word just for Lord. His name always means Lord. That's what Baal means. Just like El means God. That's literally what it means. Now, is it talking about Baal just as in speaking of Lord, or is it actually speaking of the deity named Baal, who is Hadad? It's actually telling you right here, it says it is his proper name. Bro, how can you have, once again, it says this. It says Judges 8 and 32.
Don't forget El.
It don't say El in that text. It say El in a different text. It doesn't say Baal in that text, because I'm showing you once again, El is the common word for God. So it can be in place for anybody that's a God. It can be in place for high-ranking men. You're not listening. Stop interrupting and pay close attention. Baal is translated as a proper name. That's the entity in Judges 8 and 33. When we go to Judges 9 and 46, which is after 8 and 33. 9 is after 8. Baal is being called God, which is God of the covenant. They're literally telling you the God of the covenant is the same deity, Baal of the covenant. They're just using the generic word for God instead of actually using his name. So, man, look, man. Okay, let me go into this, because you ain't listening, because you're not even responding. You just keep saying the same stuff, and you're not debunking the Hebrew text. Like, you're pissing me off. It says proper name. It doesn't say common name. If it wants to say common name, it would have said common name, right? So let's go into something else. I read a source, right? I read a source that said El isn't mentioned as a god at all in the Akkadian and Eblite tablet. You got a source to debunk that?
Where you at, King J?
No, You don't got a source to debunk that?
We muted. King K, where you at?
My bad. I'm here. What was the question? I didn't know I could go back and forth with you at this point. Go ahead.
That's what it's been all about, bro.
My source during the debate stated several times, Akkad and Ebla do not have a god named El that exists. Correct?
It's ill.
El, man, El is the same fucking word. They're cognates. They're cognates. They're the same word. They're pronounced different.
So there you go. Because your argument this whole time has been,
bro, they're the same word. It's pronounced different. Stop doing the bull.
Answer if I can't answer.
Because I didn't ask you about is El and El the same word. I asked you about is there a deity named El in the Akkad and Eblite pantheon of text. I didn't ask you is El in Ilu the same word.
It's Ilu. It's Il. It's not El. It's Il. So that's the difference, and it's referred to as the deity, right? Your whole argument is that in the Hebrew there is no deity.
Bro, stop trying to tell me what my argument is and answer my question. You keep on talking about El and Il. We don't care about the difference in pronunciation. We know that they're talking. If all it is just two different pronunciations.
Answer the question.
The question is, as I showed in the source, is there a god named El in Ebla and Akkad?
It's Il because the Hebrew cognate is different.
You see, he ain't answering the question. I didn't ask you about the fucking.
I didn't answer it. There is no El. It's Il.
Is there a deity actually named Il?
Yes.
Source.
I gave you the sources, brother. You go ahead.
Hey,
you source something. Show me a source. You talking on the screen?
Pause the time. Pause the time, Suntan. I've been waiting to get them in this situation like this, bro.
Brother,
so
I can't show
go back and forth.
I can't show my screen. I can't. Everything you.
Neither one of y'all can. I don't know what.
But I can read the source to him though. That's why I told him to pause the time.
Read the source because we'll be able to go back on it when you come back.
That's why I told him to pause the time because you're right. I can't share the screen, but I could read it because
you can read it. We can check it later.
Facts. Now, and we're gonna really check this because you just got murdered, bro. You just got murdered. So this is by I'm tell y'all the scholar and everything so we could pull it up, right? The West Hurrian Pantheon and its background by Alfonso Archie. You can get this on academia.edu, right? So I'm giving y'all the exact source. Go down to page 18. That's all you have to do, please. Go down to page 18.
You need better sources, Chassad. I ain't gonna.
No, you need to stop talking right now.
You saying
you ready?
Tablet, you finna die. You finna die right now.
Mandinka, you back?
You said ill is not in
the. Stop talking. It says right here.
Mandinka is back, Chassad. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Mandinka is back. He need Chassad need to share.
We ain't sharing during the question, the back and forth.
He wanted to share a source, so if he don't want to share,
share in his closing. If you don't mind.
Okay, yeah, I told him he'd better get back to it. He read the source off, so we got 40 seconds left, and then that'll be it. And for the
they'll do their close.
Yep.
We'll get out of here. All right.
You got 40 seconds. Let's go, Chassad.
Yeah, so it says this. The god El, on page 18, the god El did not exist in the earliest Semitic pantheons, those of Ebla and Akkad. This dude keeps sitting up here and lying to y'all this whole time, talking about El. Nigga, could you please stop? You're missing the whole point. You've been talking about El function as a deity in all these pantheons, and it's the personal name. Bro, they literally just told you there isn't an actual deity named El in the pantheon. I showed several sources. I went to the dictionary of deities in Bible. It literally said, once again, that in Mesopotamia, all the deities are called El. It's not an actual deity named El.
Time. Mandinka, go on to get in there.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna go on and let these brothers close out. Last three, we get 3 minute close out. And then we're gonna get up out of here, man. We're gonna do it like that. People in the debates y'all can just talk about. in history. I thought he won. We'll do it like that. All right,
You
go ahead.
You ain't got the poll to put up, Mandinka?
No, I don't. I don't know how to do it.
Okay. All right. Well.
Hey, you should drop a 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then. All right. After y'all close, don't nobody drop no 1s or 2s to after.
So how long is the closing gonna be?
3 minutes apiece.
All right, 3 minutes. The closing start with you, King J.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm gonna make it something he can't refute. Okay.
All right. There you go.
I'll go
3
with
minutes. You got 3 minutes to lay down your premise.
Okay. I'll go with something with what he just said, just because he just said it.
All right.
Here we go. I'm ready.
All right, go.
Let's go. Let me share my screen. Am I sharing?
Yep, you sharing.
The brother Chassad just said, "There's no L in the Ebla tablet. There's no L in the Ebla tablet. There's no L. Is there L in Ebla?" I said, "Brother, it's not L. It's ill. What are you talking about? It's the same thing. It's the same thing." I said, "No, brother. It's ill. It's not L." Let's go to the Ibla tablets. In the Ibla tablets, ill or El is a divine name referring to the supreme God. If Sai was here, he'd drop a bomb. In the Ibla tablets, Il or El is a divine name referring to the supreme God, El. In the Ibla pantheon, the brother doesn't.
JJ could drop bomb.
The brother doesn't research very well because he's sitting here making arguments, and I'm debunking him right here. El is in the pantheon. He is the highest deity in the pantheon. It appears frequently in personal names, theophoric names, often alongside with other names or divine entities, and is equivalent to the Hebrew God El, found in the. Oh my God! For example, the name Ishmael. These are theophoric names. Remember, names that contain the name of their deity. Ishmael means it. I'm sounding like JJ. Wait a minute. Ishmael means ill has heard, and Michael El means who is like El. Mind you, these are the first mentions of El, of these angels that we do find later on in the Bible. I'll argue this. We just stumbled upon it. The angel Ishmael in the Ibla tablet. We just found Michael in the Ibla tablet. El worship. Divine name. El or El was the name of the supreme God in the Ibla pantheon. The pantheon that the brother just sat here and argued with me and said that wasn't existed.
Okay.
That's crazy. Personal names. It is commonly found in personal names as a theophor. He needs to learn this definition of words. I've been using this word all day. Theophoric element, meaning that God's name is part of a person's name.
30 seconds.
Equal to whatever the deity is. Equivalent to the Hebrew El. The name El from the Ibla tablets is recognized as the equivalent of the Hebrew God El. Examples. Other personal names in the tablet that include El are Abduel, servant of El, and Michael, who is like El. The end. This was pretty easy. Those people, who.
All right, time. All right. Sorry, you got 3 minutes. Whenever you're ready, let me know. You got 3 minutes, Kassar. You there?
My bad. I was on mute. Yep, I'm there.
Okay, let me know when it's time start when you start. 3 minutes.
My screen should be sharing because I'll
let you know when it's sharing.
My screen should be sharing. Screen should be sharing.
All right, your screen is sharing.
Hey, man. You can start my time as I'm speaking.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all. Y'all just sat here and watched this man read Google for his entire closing. Pay attention. I'm bringing sources. I'm bringing scholarly sources where there's, footnotes and references, peer review articles, and he reading Google. So which one is more authoritative? The scholarly source or the AI that he's getting that he's not even quoting the sources from? Which one is more authoritative? It says right here, the god El did not exist in the earliest Semitic pantheon, those of Ebla and Akkad. 102 with the source. meaning we can go down here and see the source. And don't worry, because I got this source too. I showed it already. Here. You playing. You reading Google and I'm reading sources. Because guess what? I got this one as well. Now he mentioned Ebla right here. The god of Ebla becomes a widespread theophorus element. In this phrase, Il could also indicate a god of the pantheon. A clear example exists in the PN of Mari. Il Halab, the god Halab. Il is not, bro. Oh my, are we serious, bro? Are we serious? Let's go down because he kept talking about Akkad in Ebla. It's Il, not El. Okay, let's go to where it's actually pronounced El. Then, okay. Examination of theophorus elements in the Amorite Anomastricon. Right, this is a Canaanite Anomastricon. Shows that the element Il cannot represent the god El, even in that tradition. So he keep talking about this L's function as a personal name for the god El when they keep telling you El, the god, is not even in these pantheons. Like, bro, I'm sitting here arguing with somebody that's gonna keep reading off Google. Like, what is we doing, bro? I ain't gonna say you slow. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna take that. I ain't gonna say that. Nope. I'm gonna hold that back. Let's go up a little bit because I kind of skipped it just so I can get straight to the facts. But if we read a little bit more of this, it says this. The presence of the god El in the Epic of Ugaritic has convinced several scholars that the element Il could represent only the common word for God Il, but also the god El. As far as the old Akkadian documentation represented by PNN is concerned, the VO maintains instead that Il is just a writing of the common noun Elum, as said above the notes in the 29 Akkadian personal names containing the element Il. 19 are attested in Pharaoh period, 12 in the pre-Sargonic, 2 in the Sargonic, and 3 in the Ur 3 period. Right? But I want to get down here just a little bit more.
13 seconds.
It says Ebla confirms the Vito's analysis. Il does not appear once in the offering list or in the admissions or the administrative documents. It's not a god named El. They're not offering.
Time.
They're not offering stuff to a god named El.
Right.
Come on, man.
That's the time.
Time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all for watching this debate. I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat for Chassad, 2 in the chat for King J, and place your votes. 137 of y'all in here. I'm sure some people probably watch this from outside, but go ahead and place your vote. And Suntan, I really appreciate you helping me, moderate and time keep.
Yes,
I really appreciate that. Put Suntan, if you got a cash app, put it in the chat. Y'all support the timekeeper, support the 2 debaters. You hear what I'm saying? Support the 2 debaters, and of course, support the goddamn host. You hear me? Yeah. Now, who was the 1 for again? Chassad, right? Okay.
Yeah, Chassad for 1.
Yeah.
I appreciate Suntan. He did real good for real. He's a good moderator for sure. I appreciate my opponent too.
We're gonna get up out of here. I think we give everybody one couple more minutes to vote. I'm gonna play the song, and then after that, I guess y'all can tally them up yourself, man. Go check it out. But great debate.
Good debate, man. They both came with sources, man.
Yeah, great debate. Next time I have a poll thing
and all that. Chassad kind of tough though, Chassad kind of tough.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He got some fire about him. Yep. All right, man. Well, let's get up out of here.
You did great, King Jay. You did great.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity for sure.
That's for sure.
Thank y'all for getting the first debate that I hosted over here rolling. There's gonna be plenty more to come. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we got Tahuti, Amin Rahotep getting in the ring with him that Teti. How you say it? Happy Tepi. My father messed it up. That means the priest Jabari. Oh god dang old Asase. You know what I'm saying? And then they got the debate coming up with my brother Inky and Jabari for the belt. Nepal be getting in the ring with Yara, and we got some more stuff coming. So stay tuned, man. Thank y'all for hanging out.
Am I able to say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey man, appreciate you, King J, for stepping in the ring, getting 2 black eyes, bro. It's all love, man. Like, hey, I beat you up in the ring, but you know I'm cool. I don't really got no real problems with you, bro. Peace to both y'all, brothers. Thanks for hosting the debate. Suntan, man. Next time I see you, we need to go over them notes. I need to see you taking notes, Elder.
Hey, look at here, man. You guys
he was taking time, man. He was taking.
Hey, y'all was throwing them at me, but you run it back on me, man, because everything was solid. Cassad, that's all I can say. Y'all was solid, man. I was taking it for a minute, then I was start moving around, so I ain't got my notepad all the way down.
Yes.
I got
Well, your homework is to rewatch and get the notes right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like I said, man, both of y'all was throwing body blows, man, going for the jugular at times, man. No, only one ad hominem, and that wasn't really bad. That wasn't bad at all. You know, I'm just saying, y'all was good, man. That's all I can say.
It look like it's more. I'll be honest. I mean, everybody ain't voting, but the people who did vote, there goes Suntan's Cash App. The people who did
they
vote.
Want to.
Let me see.
But they don't.
Yeah. It's pretty equal, man. But y'all two debaters can go back and tally it up, man. You know.
Yeah.
But hey, y'all did a great job, man. I appreciate it.
They did a great job, man. They had fire. Cassad always worked with fire. King J kind of, smooth, but Cassad, the fire. He the fireman, man.
Yeah.
That dude be going at you, man. I want to see you get. I wish you can get Yara, one of them, man.
That's his partner, you know.
Okay. Well, he need to get one of them real. They think they smart. Cause you need to get one of these smart dudes, man.
I just got
this black man.
Huh?
Indigenous black man, get up here and debate.
Yeah, this black man ain't gonna hop in there. He like to stay in the chat.
Oh, man.
I don't think he's gonna hop up on the panel, man.
Let's
you know
get
what I mean,
here, man.
All right,
hey man, appreciate everybody. Like I said, great job. Hey, sorry, y'all don't like the nice talking markets.
Hey, I appreciate y'all taught me, man. I'm very teachable at my age.
Yo, roll call for them tough niggas who act inspiring. You can't hit the stage with my vets if you don't meet requirements. Heard you did all that work from the fifth to the first when I birthed your retirement. You hanging it up and it's still not enough in the toughest environment. Toughest environment, niggas will spit till they vomiting. Toughest environment, niggas will bring the piranhas in. Toughest environment, better be talking to scholarship. Toughest environment. Who the toughest, who the strongest, who the smartest? Hitting the stage, PowerPoint, and I'm going through papers regardless. Listen up, got a point to prove, but I'm moving on, cause you niggas retarded. Toughest environment, only up make you a target. You don't want that smoke, see your body last week, run down on the whole Christina class with the pie. Oh my gosh, I think you the GOAT, no rigmarole. Still take total control, just put my shit at the top of the pole. For toughest environment. Listen, just get it, I'm still past a minute, I work every minute, and maybe I'm on with Chris Harris thoughts, and I thought you should know that this ain't a scrimmage. And I'm shaping you right, molding you tight to be in the image of toughest environment. Yo, roll call for them tough niggas who act inspiring. You can't hit the stage with my vets if you don't meet requirements. Heard you did all that work from the fifth to the first when I birthed your retirement. You hanging it up and it's still not enough in the toughest environment. Toughest environment, niggas will spit till they vomiting. Toughest environment, niggas will bring the piranhas in. Toughest environment, better be talking to scholarship. Toughest environment. I'm sure we can work this out, just get in the ring. You better be Zion Alexa, this best of divine prospect when he doing this thing. Or Captain Tazari out there, cross that line, I get away clean. Or Ali Muhammad, so valid, still got me up on my ding. All of it brought together because of the studio. Stop acting like y'all could have been doing that cause you didn't do it though. And I watched them lions get ran out of the den, this shit'll get crucial. Who you know take the whole damn stage and turn that shit to a musical. Stay in your cubicle. The environment's tough, don't wire me up, I'm calling your bluff. I'm running it back and I'm running it back like it's never enough. Got them diamonds in the rough, and we can't get to every treasure, but you gotta help me dig it up. But to me it's like whatever. Yo, roll call for them tough niggas who act inspiring. You can't hit the stage with my vets if you don't meet requirements. Toughest environment, niggas will spit till they vomit in. Toughest environment, niggas will bring the piranhas in. Toughest environment, better be talking to scholarship. Toughest environment.
All right, we out.